Oh, there we go.
How about now?
Hello. Nelson needs to press buttons properly. That's what it is, Sasha. Tell Nelson to do his job.
I don't know how to
Tell Nelson to do his job, Sasha.
I don't know how to press buttons.
We had everything right except for him to press buttons.
But look, I got the lights going.
You know what I'm saying?
I got the lights. Look, I
Wow.
got the lights. I got the lights.
Wow.
I got the lights.
Well, you see, it's on both now.
Okay. Okay. Say thank you, Nelson.
Thank you for not pressing the button, Nelson. You hear us good, Sasha? You hear us real good?
Oh, Lord have mercy. I can't.
Hey, Rose 76, how you doing?
Again, happy Sunday. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Aces Up Podcast, and the
Sasha,
house.
I know you're on IG now, but we need you to go back to Facebook. Nelson didn't press the button.
She's still saying there's no sound.
No, she went to IG.
Well, she just said in IG, sorry, I didn't hear anything.
No, because she probably switched over. Don't start doing crazy things. Let me do the IT thing, sir.
Yo, you know what? Here's the mouse.
Thank you.
There
I always
you
wonder
go.
why it's over there.
Here you go.
This guy is like Mia with technology.
Here, listen, you can minimize. Nope, see?
There's no way. Sasha, stop playing.
Yeah, she's saying no sound. I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna go on Facebook to see who's live.
No, she says up.
No, it's up.
What do you mean? No, it's up. Do you hear sound?
Yes or no?
Oh, it's up now. Okay. Listen.
Oh.
Listen, this goes with our topic today about this confusion. But we're not going to jump into that, Sasha. You listen.
I can't. Now it's up now. Pause.
You started early.
Pause.
You're supposed to be working with us.
She's your friend because she's always defending
Wow.
you. She's always
You see how
defending
he
you.
threw you to me? Wow.
Oh shit! But you see how? Listen, we're completely transparent. You see how on the OBS it's actually faster, the frames per second.
Yeah, it should be because it's directly to that, and then that has to feed to that.
Fucking.
But anyway, before we get into everything, welcome everybody. Welcome to Aces Up. I'm your co-host, Big Face. This is Nelson. Mia's not here today, but we love her. She's here in spirit.
I'm Coach Nelson. Get it
First
fucking
of all,
right.
it's not Coach Nelson.
What is
it's
it?
Coach Nell.
Coach
You get
Nell.
it fucking
My bad,
right.
My bad. But hey, I'm glad that
How
you're
you
paying.
get your own name wrong?
I'm glad that you're paying attention.
Wow.
It was a test. It was a test. I'm gonna go get a drink right now. So you know.
I've been drinking, so I'm already almost empty.
I'm already parched. So I got water and beer.
I'm gonna select for you. I'm gonna say go with the beer.
Well, I'm gonna start with the beer.
Woo! I like when Cubans get drunk.
Well, I'm not trying to get drunk. I got to drive home. So
you don't have to drive home. We got the green room. We got the other room. We got the red room. The red room is special though. That's for something special. I don't know if you want to.
What red room you got?
We got the red room.
Oh,
We got the red room.
I must have not seen that one.
Mia moved out the red room. She went back to work.
I don't want to. Oh, that's right. There's another room now.
That's the red room. That's the red room.
There's my bedroom. Then the red. Oh, that's the red room. There's the green room.
So,
woo! Okay, I got it.
Nelson popped it up.
I popped it. Pause.
So, salute to everybody. Welcome here.
Cheers. Red Cup City, baby. Red Cup City.
Thank you for joining us. Please share, like, follow. If you don't normally do it, subscribe. Check us out on YouTube. We're going to be on there directly probably after this. Most likely it'll be up tomorrow because I work slow. I'm sorry.
I'm glad you said it, not me.
But at least I'm effective. I get it done.
You do. You wear a lot. Listen, I give you credit where credit is due. You wear a lot of hats. You got Big Face Music World. You doing this.
We're doing the segue, huh? We talked about it, so you drilled it in, huh? Listen,
I paid attention, bro.
I appreciate it.
That's not the first time, bro. Because my whole thing, let's set up. Okay, get the logos out. Got the sweater, the whole setup. I say, we're gonna throw it out there, even subliminally, so people will be like, what's that? Big Face Music World. I like that hat. You got apparel, you got merchandise, all that,
Sasha, I need you to get a shirt or something because you take a lot of pictures. You could be doing some marketing for me. I don't know. We got to talk about this. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what the hell is Sasha talking about? I'm going to move into the red room and he presses the buttons correctly. Wow.
Where's that? Where is that? Yeah.
All right.
She need that one.
Hey, Sasha, you ready? You ready for some sunshine? Because it's hot as fuck down here.
Wait, first of all, why are you asking her if she's ready? Did she get her flight yet?
Yeah, she's coming down.
Don't give me the date. We don't need to know the date yet.
She's coming down. Put it out on air. It's top secret, top secret. Everybody on IG, thank you for joining us. Rose, Amazing Grace.
G14 classified.
G14. Cafe Curly's in the house.
Well, since we brought up the music, I'm gonna say this.
Talk to me. You want me to sing? I knew. Listen,
I wear a lot of hats.
I knew it. I knew it.
One of my hats is that when Nelson comes to the studio, I do this. When he goes in the booth, I press the wrong one. I have to do that when Nelson goes into the studio because he'll start singing, and I don't think I want him to sing.
Listen, you know you want me to do a track. You know you want me to do a track.
Wow. If y'all want to hear Nelson on the track, let me know because I'll put him on the track.
Listen,
I can't promise y'all good results.
I have talents. I don't know if they're vocally talented, but I have talents with my mouth.
I can't whoa. Pause. I'm sure somebody's going to confirm that, but it ain't going to be me.
What's going on, Chris? Chris is in the house.
So I need y'all to go ahead and check out Sila La Sicaria and Young Viral. Those are my two artists. They both have albums coming out, and I really think you guys are going to enjoy both of these. I think, you know what, for Young Viral to be 17 going on 18, he's definitely got music for all of us grown folks here.
He does. He's mature beyond his actual age in regards to his singing. So
yeah. So I think if anything, you guys could just follow my music page, Big Face Benny. And then if you go onto IG, it's Big Face Music World. That's the label page.
Yeah, there are links all over all the pages. My page, my personal page.
Nelson don't hold out with that information. Listen, if you follow Nelson, you should have all the information.
Absolutely. I give it out there free.
I don't give everything out there free.
I give everything free. I'm very cheap.
Sasha was waving the money. I'm going to have to stop. Listen,
Sasha was not waving money. Sasha was throwing coins.
Hey, that's money. Listen, I'm going to start an auction. I'm going to have to auction this dude out because
we might be in a negative.
I have to be the $10 a Sasha. And we're going to listen, the winner gets the date.
We might have to actually give money to someone who
holy shit
to actually go out with me.
She said hell no.
See, she blocked me. Look at that. Absolutely.
Oh man. Hey, what's up, Green Eyes, South Linda? Yo, we got a lot of people on IG. Thank you guys for joining.
Yes. Cheers.
I know you wanted to see me. I'm sorry. I personally think I'm cuter, but
Wow. Chris said, "What's good? What's good, fam? Good to see you. Thank you for supporting."
C-Rod, what's going on? C-Rod, listen. C-Rod is the first guy, him and DJ Shot, to interview Young Viral when Viral didn't even have an album out yet.
What's their show?
Their podcast is in the studio with the Rec Boys.
The Rec Boys in the house.
You guys can check them out. They're in there.
We'll put a link on during the week so you guys can check them out. And
super cool.
Listen
all
to
about music.
Yes.
Listen, they support independent artists. They support music, and they're about the youth, and they're about exposure, marketing, things like that. So get in contact with them if you do have a product or something that you do want to market on a podcast, and they do have a lot of viewers. Like you do. Look, we got about 7 million right now. So
7 mil. We're trying to do the same thing. We're trying to be like the Rec Boys. We're trying to move up in style. We good.
So get in contact with Chris Rodriguez in the comments over there on Facebook Live, and you do what you do. But
I gotta say, we worked this setup pretty good, bro. Like I can go in and out,
I don't want to say we, but I think I did a lot of work here. I don't want to say...
You get all the credit, bro.
I don't want to say Nelson did work here.
I'll take it. Look,
I'll let him say
Sasha says, Super Mega Producer Fan Club. Love you, me. I miss you, mamacita. Wow.
Woo!
Super Mega Producer Fan Club.
I got a fan club, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Yo no tengo ni un carajo. Yo me jodí. That's what listen. The girl, I don't got anything. Yesterday, I got shot down by a 12-year-old girl. I was like,
oh my God. First of all, this girl was brand new in the house, right? She came in the house. Lord. I'm not going to say who brought her in the house, TV. And she came in the house, and she automatically thought Nelson was Mia's husband.
For real.
And she told Mia, listen, your husband, you can keep him.
Yeah, not for me.
He's not for me.
She said, no, not for me.
What the hell are you talking about?
But you look like Drake.
But she goes, but Drake.
My God.
Who the fuck is Drake in this house? I don't look like Drake.
Well, she thought you did, bro.
I'm not.
Listen, at least you look like Drake and you were cute.
I don't know if that's a good thing. He's not cute.
I was like, that's not.
I'm not putting a heart part in my shit.
He has a heart part in his hair?
Anyway.
That's all right. Listen, I'm never a hater. I want to promote everybody. That's just me. I'll sit behind the scenes and give you accolades and clap. I hope everybody just does better. That's just me. Just me.
But don't expect him to lie to you either. Because this motherfucker comes in the studio and he listens to what I'm doing and he's like, bro.
I did that a little while ago. But I did it. I said, stop.
I told him, listen to this song that I'm doing. He listened to it halfway and told me, stop, time out. Go to 135. And I'm like, what the fuck is... I had to give him my phone so he can read the lyrics and everything. And then he was like, all right, I get it now. Okay, go.
Yeah.
But he's on point. He's not gonna lie to you. And I think he does that here too, which is great. So me, I lie when I need to. I'm gonna tell you, I'm being transparent. You know what I'm saying? Which actually leads into what I got here. Do we go into it?
How was your week, by the way?
My week was pretty good, though. My week was pretty good. I did a lot of work. I had a big headache yesterday. I don't know why.
It's not called Mia, right?
No, Mia's, that's all week round.
Oh, that's constant migraine?
You see the gray hairs?
Oh, yeah. We were talking about it. I saw your picture that you posted and your grays. Like, my grays were coming in, like, last summer, and then all of a sudden they stopped.
Which I didn't understand.
I don't understand too.
I was like, damn, his grays are coming out, and then all of a sudden, like a winter went by, and he ain't got no fucking grays.
Yeah,
he must be doing something right. You getting a massage or something?
I ain't getting shit, but
Sasha said the headache was called now.
Sasha,
wow.
I hope your flight gets canceled. Just saying. Yeah, but I just stopped getting it. I stopped getting my grays. I'm like, what the hell? I don't understand.
My grays keep coming, but that comes with.
I want to be all white. Like most men don't want to be. I would love to be all white because I always have a beard.
How do you think the music is gonna sound with me, and look with me with all white beard?
Who gives a fuck? As long as your music,
not marketable though.
How do you know? How do you know? Why not be the leader instead of and set the bar? Just because it hasn't been done doesn't mean it can't be done.
I don't know. What was that sound?
I don't know. It came from over there.
No, that went into our headphones.
Oh, I don't know.
That didn't sound too good.
It echoed somewhere, but yo no sé.
I don't know. But listen, the gray hairs are getting out of control on my face. But you know what? I know y'all saw last week I wasn't like this. I'm letting it grow. You were letting yours grow and then you cut it. Why did you?
I just keep it this level all the time.
But you let it grow.
I can, yeah. When I get lazy or I get busy.
No,
I've let it grow to like freaking Rick Ross style.
I know I'm
of
not
course,
going crazy.
Yeah. I've had it to Rick Ross style. It's just people be hating. So, but I leave it like this. It's easier to maintain because the more it grows, then you get that itching in between stage that lasts for like a week or so, and I just don't want to deal with it right now.
I gotta try something different because Mia doesn't kiss me when my shit is low, so I'm hoping she kisses me when it's out.
I have a comment, but it might give a crazy visual to a lot of people.
Wow.
So I'm just gonna keep it that
I'm
way.
I'm not even gonna say it because she's probably watching. She's gonna cut both of us.
Maybe.
Down there.
Oh, and for some people that that tuned in, they've been asking me during, hey, what happened with Whirlpool and the refrigerator? Well, it's still a battle. I actually have an appointment tomorrow. They're coming, but I'm still escalating it with Lowe's and Whirlpool to corporate. So it's the fight isn't over. It's just beginning. The assistant manager of Lowe's is really gonna get some heat because he says he went above and beyond for me, and all he did was make a phone call.
He must have heard that we named him in the podcast.
I don't know, because I told him, I said, okay, what's your name? Okay, I'm gonna start naming names and whatever. He was like, oh, I can't go against corporate policy. All right, he's like, I did what I did. I called, and the rep said that a supervisor will take care of it. That was a week ago, and I still haven't heard from my mofo. Freaking mother effer.
But did
bro.
you follow up
Mother
after that?
effer.
Oh no, I and the thing is that is if it wasn't for my boy that's actually been speaking because he still has relationships with the field service company. They originally said the 14th of March, but he's expedited and I've been God bless you, Jay, and they got me till tomorrow. So we're gonna do it. I hope it's the same tech because he's gonna hear my mouth after he takes care of the refrigerator, not before.
The one that said that the compressor was
Oh yeah, him. So it's probably gonna be him, and then
he's a douchebag.
But once I start,
I should be in your house when he comes in.
once I start, really going in with corporate and all that, I'll be posting it. I'll be doing videos, and we're gonna share, like, and we're gonna start this freaking revolution. Fuck that shit, bro.
Nelson's in revolution mode.
I am. That's because we were talking about Ukraine. And
He's going to war with Whirlpool.
That shit just
say that 3 times.
That shit got me fucking amped about it because of the whole situation. Ukraine. Well, we were talking about it before.
What do you think about that?
First of all, the killers are downstairs. Someone must be walking in.
I'm gonna send them to Ukraine.
Yeah. So it's amazing how people get gaslighted. The media gaslights them because now everybody's concerned about Ukraine. Most people could give 2 fucks about Ukraine until recently.
Nobody's been to Ukraine from here.
Absolutely not.
But you want to pray for them.
Now the atrocities that are happening, I definitely.
Yeah, issues here. You ain't pray for nobody.
We're praying for them. Obviously, it's that. But I mean, Ukraine used to be part of Russia. The whole Chernobyl shit and all that happened, and it was like, well, they let go of it because it was fucking uninhabitable. Like,
I'm gonna tell you something. Pray for Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is part of the U.S. and they fucked up over there.
Well, listen, how was it? What was going on in Cuba and everybody was all pro-Cuban? What happened? Where are those? Where's the proactives with Cuba? Pray for Puerto Rico. Where are the people of Puerto Rico? Now, at the end of the day, I hate, and this is what I hate. There's people that say, oh, we should go send troops out there. We should go defend this. If you really want, if you feel that strongly about it, go enlist.
Or send your kids.
Send your kids. If you're that really vested in that, go send them.
I promise you're not about that life.
And I'm talking because my son is retired military. He is retired military, and I heard stories. It ain't what it's cooped up to be when you talk about United States is fighting about freedom. It ain't like that. Absolutely not. But all these people jump on this bandwagon.
Fight about this freedom that we have here.
Exactly.
Stop worrying about that freedom.
Freaking, it's a trend, so it's easy to jump on the trend, and that's what it is. People won't support until it's trendy. So until like I fall off a cliff, or you end up with freaking 3 strippers drunk upside down, and it gets caught on the Aces Up podcast won't get any traction because it's not trendy, and that's the crazy shit about it. It's freaking people just want real quick. Oh, let's send troops. Let's defend. We stick our noses in places we don't belong.
I hate people that are all about trends. And you know what it is too? And a lot of people don't even know that they do it. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. Like when they started bombing Ukraine, right? When they started bombing Ukraine, people was putting pray for Ukraine before any memes or anything came out.
Or any footage, actual footage that happened. Because they've been targeting military establishments.
You don't even know one Ukraine person in your life.
So.
But you know people that came from homeless people. Pray for them.
Help them out. How about that? If they're here, help them out.
Well, I have a thing about homeless people too. People are not gonna like it, but I have a thing about homeless people. But I have a reason for it. I used to be a city worker here in Kissimmee.
That's right.
And I used to talk to all the
Sasha, strippers,
people.
Not stripers.
Yeah, strippers, not stripers.
Not stripers. 2 P's, Sasha, 2 P's.
Wow.
Stripers is something else. Stripers is a nurse in training.
Profession is here. Profession in here. But listen.
Hi, Liz. How's South Linda?
I used to talk to all the homeless people like in Kissimmee alone, right? And I've met a couple of them, and I'm not gonna say it's all of them. By no means am I saying it's all of them, but you can tell who's who. For example, I met a guy who didn't want to get a job because he didn't want to get a job. Then he's homeless and got his son who doesn't want to get a job because his father didn't get a job. Literally, this is what both of them told me.
At least they were transparent.
Oh, and I get it. But at the end of the day, you're not getting a job because you're not getting a job. But you asking me for $1. Get the fuck out of here.
Listen, if I'm homeless, if God forbid I'm ever homeless, I'm not asking for $1. I'm
asking
for 10 and 20.
You know how hard I push my daughter and how hard you push your kids to learn in school, and because you don't want to be this, you don't want to be that. But then you got these people who said, fuck it, I'm not going to go to school and not work because you know what? The taxes are going to help me and the people are going to give me $1 because I asked them, because I held up a sign. Yesterday, Mia and I went to a store. I'm not going to say the store, but we went to a store and there was a guy. He might have been maybe early 30s, and he had a skateboard under his arm, right? And he had like Oreos and a what's that fruit juice that everybody used to drink before? Arizona. He had Oreos and Arizona.
I thought you were gonna say Kool-Aid.
No. He had He had like Oreos and a Gator and a Arizona in his hand, and he came up to me and was like, "Can you please buy this for me?" And I said, "No. You got a fucking skateboard in your hand. So you chose to go ahead and skateboard because you wanted to learn how to skateboard, but you didn't want to go to...
Maybe it's just transportation. You don't think so?
Listen. I used to skateboard too, but I told myself, you know what? I got to find a job.
Was it a nice skateboard?
Yes. At that. But you want me to buy your food. Bro, if you got a skateboard, you can skateboard to your job.
This is a good hint, right? When I used to ride this on the subways in New York, I looked, and this is a key. When they panhandle or or they're in the corners, I look at their shoes. You know how many homeless people or panhandlers have asked for food and brand new kicks? And yes, they might have gotten them from some Salvation, not brand new Jordans. I'm sorry, brand new Jordans come up into Goodwill, Salvation Army. They are not leaving the store. It's just a matter of fact. If any organization is splurging on giving the homeless Jordans, your money is being allocated wrong. I mean, honestly, let's be real. Hey, they got I read on a message board in my area. There's this mother and daughter, and the daughter's playing the violin. And they have a speaker, and she's playing the violin, and the people are coming in droves. They drive by, give her money. Some dude went and unplugged the speaker. And she was basically lip-syncing the violin part, everything. So it wasn't her playing it. It was just the music that was playing. She wasn't playing the violin. And they packed up their stuff and left. Like, that's
not good.
So... It's people like that then you become a skeptic when someone is really in need.
Well, look at that video that went viral. Can I get a soda while I'm saying this? Look at the video that went viral. Thank you, sir. The video that went viral of the blonde girl, thin girl, who went to the back of her car, and she went and changed out her gym clothes and put on like this Kanye West.
They also had a Middle Eastern lady that she was hunchback. For years, she was panhandling on Fifth Avenue. And someone finally told her, she was making like $500 a day.
And then you can't donate to these companies either because they really don't give it to these people that really need it.
Well, it's corporate greed. They freaking funnel. And they mask it from being, we're contributing and blah, 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 blah. It's bullshit.
Well, again, I'm not, listen, I apologize if you feel like I did wrong yesterday, but I don't, because I can see it. First of all, the other thing that irks me is that, and I listen to this. I go across the street to this Publix. There's a guy there. He has a sign, and he goes, "I am a vet. Please help."
Oh, the one with the white hair.
Yes.
I've given him food before.
And I won't. You know why? Because I've stopped, and I had conversations with him, and I said, "Listen, I'm a veteran, just like you, sir. Do you need help with, do you have a disability? Because
there's a lot of veterans. So there's a lot of veterans that don't want help.
And there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, and they're so accustomed to the way they've been living for years.
There's nothing I can do. I got a daughter and I got a son, like Mia, daughter and son. We got kids. I can't help a grown-ass man that can be helped.
No, absolutely right. Absolutely.
And if you feel like you don't need help, Listen.
Happy Sunday, Angie. Mia is taking care of other things. She'll be back soon.
She'll be here. I promise she'll be back. If not, you'll see my pretty face. Don't worry about it.
Super Buddies in the house. Lou Nona in the house. The real Nat is in the house. So what you got written on your vision board right there, bro?
Okay, this is my vision board. We're gonna jump away from that because you know that it gets me hyped. I don't want to. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're married or not. You can have a spouse, you can have a boyfriend,
partner.
You can have a partner. Period. But I was thinking about this in the shower before the show. Yes, we take showers before the show.
Okay, let's clarify that. We do not take showers before the show together. Separately, just to correct it.
We have 5 bathrooms in here. We don't have to take showers together.
The way you said it was like, wow. We take showers before the show. I'm like, Eso es lo que hacen.
Anyway, wow. Good clarification.
You got tongue-tied there for a second.
Holy moly. But
I'm loving this, yeah, because I can put the mic right to my mouth when I lean back.
So I was thinking about this in the shower, right? Should you be honest with your significant other 100% of the time? Now, I know what majority of you people are going to say because you have morals and ethics and whatever it is you want to call it. And you're going to say, yes, 100.
Don't assume.
But stop.
Don't assume.
I'm going to stop assuming. But I don't want the comments to be like, hell yeah, because you know damn well that's not the truth.
Hey, people, can you tell me that y'all missed the sock cam? Because you know it's true. We missed the sock cam.
Before we get into
I don't have socks. No, what I don't have socks. What I do have.
Did you mess up the? Don't put that up.
I got the sexy Crocs.
Throw those things away.
These are beautiful.
I didn't even see those.
Look at those. Look at these. Look at these, bro. Look. This is sexy, bro.
That's disgusting.
Look, these are sexy.
That's disgusting.
Yo, Crocs are the best. They're life right now.
Anyway,
welcome, Connie.
We're not going to do sock camp today, apparently.
We haven't done sock camp. Listen, I spoke to Mia. We had a 3-hour discussion therapy session because I had to get it off my chest. I'm very disappointed that my sock cam is...
And apparently other people are too.
Yeah, it seems so. That it's taking a significant loss. Like, it's taking a hit, and I'm very hurt by it that I can't display
Angie,
my
don't
array.
Gas him up with these Crocs, please.
My array of socks. Like, I have a pair of Street Fighter socks, and I was happy. I was like, oh! And I was like, you know what? It stays in storage, whatever.
All right.
See? Green Eye said it. Wear the socks. Soon. They're coming. Listen, they're coming soon. I got socks for days. I think I got socks for every single day of the year.
Don't gas him up with these Crocs, please.
The Crocs are dope. Crocs are dope. Crocs are dope. Crocs are dope. Hey, and did you know that if you throw Crocs and you have... This is neutral and this is in gear. If you have them here, they will always stand up. If you throw them, they will always land.
Crocs come with instructions?
The moment you do this and you put it into gear... They won't land. Try it. Try that trick.
I can't deal with these Crocs, bro.
Well, you know what we're going to do?
God.
Nina and I are going to do a TikTok, and we're going to take our Crocs, and Mia, because Mia has Crocs, and we're going to throw them on the floor.
I hate all of y'all.
We're going to do it. Do it now. Do it.
Anyway, back to my thing.
Okay, so you said... Can you be honest 100% of the time?
Should you be honest?
Oh, okay. Should you?
Yeah, it's different when you pose it.
Gotcha.
Should you be honest 100% time with your significant other? What do you think?
I think you should be honest all the time. I'm just saying. Because the moment you're not honest, and let's speak about honesty, is omission not being honest? Because we know a lie is not being honest, but you omitting something or you not divulging something, not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying, say you don't want to mention something to your significant other that you know is gonna freaking tick her off, is gonna spiral her to a different place, and she's already in a bad place, and you don't want to. Like, timing is everything. So sometimes not that you're saying you can't be 100% honest, but I think timing is more important in that instance.
I think that's very important. I think you're 100. We watched a reality show yesterday. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is. I hate reality shows.
Tell them.
I don't even want to. But anyway, the point is that they were married. They just met. Just off that.
Oh, Marriage at First Sight.
Oh, I hate these shows. But I watched it because my wife watches it. So, you know, I got to spend time with her. So I watched the show, but I really hate it. So, for example, because they spark up shit that shouldn't be sparked up, right? So the guy met his wife, and his wife was being 100% honest and said, listen, my roommate is a male. I live with a male. Mm-hmm. He is a very close friend of mine, right? And for some reason, somewhere down the line, because I don't watch the show as frequently as she does.
Yeah, this one of her freaking reality shows.
Somewhere down the line, she went to his house, and a woman came through the door. Woo!
Oh!
I heard that, right?
I heard that, right?
Okay.
Don't you got to load up a car or something? You know what I'm saying?
I took the screens downstairs, by the way. All right. So back to what I was saying. A woman, she visits his apartment, and a woman walks out of the out of the room.
Uh-huh.
Not only that, but there's another woman that walks out the other room.
Uh-huh.
So he lives with two women.
Okay.
But when she told him that she was living with a man who's a very close friend of hers, he never mentioned that this was 10 days prior to, 10 days after she told him, I live with a man. He never told her, oh, I live with two women. But she found out 10 days later, visiting his house, that he lives with two women.
There was a show called Three's Company that was like that.
In
my time, Three's Company.
But he felt like, why did I have to tell you that?
Sasha says someone hitting on me is not worth the conversation unless I cannot control it.
I don't know where that came from.
Yeah,
nobody was talking about hitting on you yet. He always talking about
Sasha's in a different world,
always
bro.
talking about hitting on you, but you never bring that up.
No. Sasha always hits on me. She wants to kick my tooth out. Literally,
He's never gonna forget this.
I'm like, holy cow. So look, we got Angie. Angie said, I don't like it either. She passed on the first after the first season. I'm like, I got you. See,
I'm not the only one. All right,
trash.
But I don't feel that. I don't feel that you need to be 100% honest, because a lot of things don't concern. Like what you just said. Like, okay, don't be an asshole. Like, you got to obviously think like, all right, is she going to get mad at this if I don't tell her, or is this?
Yeah, timing is important. I don't think you should hide anything or lie about anything, but like if you have something bad to say, but they're having a bad day, I don't think that should be poured on top. Like maybe the next day,
Sasha,
or the following day. You
can't be honest 100% of the time. Let's be real. There's a lot of things that happen in my company that I do not tell Mia. She don't need to know that.
Okay.
But if there's something that happens that's going to affect me financially,
so maybe
I got to tell her.
Maybe the content of whatever it is that you need to say, it isn't a factor in regards to. But that's not being on. That has nothing to do with being honest. It's just irrelevant in her state. Like, she doesn't tell you about her cases all the time. So because it's
not all the time, but enough.
Yeah. But that's just an instant. Like, I'm not going to go and go home and be like, well, this happened in work, ABC. No, this is just, just having conversations. But I'm guessing you're trying to say, but like in relation to the interaction between you and your partner, you have to be 100% honest. Sasha's right in that instance.
No, I don't agree.
I think you just have to be careful with the timing and the delivery of whatever news that you need to give them.
I don't agree.
Okay.
Because the timing part I agree with.
Right. But then you're still
obviously the delivery part.
Yeah.
But that's with the stuff you want to be honest about. Not. So it doesn't have to be 100%.
Okay, fine. But what is this? What is something? Well, you said your job as an example, but again, that's not really.
No, I said my business.
Well, yeah, your business. It's not pertinent to your relationship. You know what I'm saying? So
it is when it comes to financials, though.
Okay.
Like, for example, if I need to do something that's above my budget, it may tap into which will never happen because I take care of all my bills and my family first.
The stipend that she gives you.
All right, shit. I wish she did give me a stipend. But it just
Sasha agrees with you. No.
Right. Thank you, Sasha. But the thing is I don't think that in a relationship, you have to reveal everything. Like you don't like if you come home and please, if it's a health issue, by all means, you have to reveal that because that can be a lead to something else.
You're talking about significant matters within the relationship,
right?
And I get that.
But there are people, and I'm gonna tell you. She said not to talk about your co-host, so I'm gonna talk about it because she ain't my co-host.
She said don't talk.
I'm the CEO.
She said
she's
don't.
Not my co-host.
She said don't talk shit, but that's your wife.
She said don't talk shit about your
the co-host, right?
She's not my co-host.
That's right. She was referring to me. Now
I'm the CEO. Let Mia know I'm the CEO. I can talk about her.
Now listen. Now I feel a certain type of way because that was directed to me, not to you. Oh, okay. I got.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I got something for you.
So there are certain things that Mia doesn't know that she don't need to know.
Like
I'm not gonna fucking reveal this. Mia doesn't need to know. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Well, I need you. Okay. I need you to whisper that a little bit more because she's right there. Like she can hear it. Like,
let's be 100. Let's be 100 right now.
Okay.
There are things that Mia has revealed on this show that I didn't know.
Okay. True.
I don't need to know.
Okay.
But she felt like the audience needed to know.
Yeah, but that wasn't for you. That was for her. She needed to release that.
And that's fine. I didn't get mad. I don't care. I never brought it up until just now. But it's acknowledged.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's fine.
But it doesn't mean that because she wasn't 100, like I'm not even going to call it honesty. It's because she didn't reveal that to me. It doesn't mean that I should be mad because other people know and I don't. Who the fuck cares? It doesn't affect my relationship. I don't care what she did in her past. It doesn't affect how I feel about her.
Absolutely.
It doesn't affect how she treats me.
Especially if it was way before you.
So I don't feel that you need to be 100% honest with your significant other unless it affects them in their feelings and
if it's pertinent in the relationship.
Finance.
If it's pertinent in the relationship that it affects the day-to-day operations of the relationship, then you got. Not everything is important. Absolutely right. Sasha said it. Not everything is absolutely important. So you got to pick and choose the subject matter. That you took 3 dumps today at work that is insignificant.
I share that with her though.
Well, you do.
She needs to know.
You share that shit with me.
When I send the facts, I let everybody know you getting this fact.
Shit, you even fucking that shit. You
for some reason, when I use the bathroom, that's when everybody wants to call me. So I let them know, like, listen, I'm sending you a special fax because you want to call me while I'm.
You know how many? Well, I don't know what your schedule is, but I know part of your schedule. But there's many times you picked up the phone or in video chat, and I'm like,
you're gonna get this work.
I see the light. I'm like, oh, he's dropping a fax. Jesus Christ,
you're gonna get this work.
Holy shit! So you got that off your chest? A little bit.
But
So basically, in synopsis, not everything needs to be divulged in a partnership, especially things that happen before the partnership. Until I guess maybe someone feels comfortable and they need to let you know. But
don't get me wrong. I want to know shit.
Yeah, I don't want to know. You want to know your partner from A to Z. Right. I understand. But if you don't know everything, it's also okay as well.
And then as the person receiving the information, I think that you shouldn't be so quick to be judgmental if you didn't know that. Like, just because that person wasn't honest with you doesn't mean that you should bring the fact up that they weren't honest with you because you really didn't need to know. But they're sharing it with you. Now,
I'm going to give you an example. There's a lot of stuff like with you, and we were talking about Ukraine and the military. I know you've told me some freaking really horrorful stories out when you did your tours. And from listening to you, I have never asked my son what he's experienced over there.
And don't.
And I said, yes, I was like, you know what? Whenever he is ready, if he is ever ready to divulge some of the things, and I know it affected him.
Yeah.
But it's not my place to ask him. Yeah, it's whenever he is in a good place, if he decides to tell me, if he doesn't, he's still my son. I'm gonna love him regardless of what it is. Whatever he's done over there, he did over there. Never gonna judge him. Not gonna see him any other way. He's still my son. It doesn't matter. Just like you. And it's like, you guys had a job to do out there. And again, there wasn't 100% transparency in exactly what's going on out there.
And it's not going to be 100% transparency with this war.
Never will.
So it's always going to be that. Why? Because we're watching we're watching a person tell the story, and then the person telling that story, and the person you're never going to get 100%
by
transparency.
by the time the first story came out, there's 20 stories, and it's changed a whole bunch of times.
Yesterday, Nina went to lunch. My boy, shout out to Amatuzo. He's one of my battle buddies. Now we went to Iraq together, and funny story. Can I say the story?
Of course you can.
Okay, funny story. We were in Iraq. We were getting mortared at this time, and for some reason, the brick wall that we had surrounding our camp, and by tower, whatever it was, I don't want to give too much detail, but it was out. For whatever reason, it was out. So somebody came and said, and it was a platoon sergeant, I'm not going to give his name. Oh, we need somebody in tower, so-and-so. I volunteered. I was wearing my boxers. I was sleeping. I'm not going to say what else I was doing prior to that. It wasn't nothing funny, but, we try to enjoy ourselves out there, too.
You can omit that part. We don't need that 100% honesty there.
You see what I'm saying? But we ended up getting in the truck, me and Matuzo and our other battle buddy, which I'm not going to name because there's some horrible things that's coming at the end of the story with him. But we went, and Amatuzo is an infantryman. And if you know military, infantrymen don't drive. Why? Because they're always on their feet.
I did not know
they're
that.
Boots to ground. They're boots to ground every time. Boots to ground, infantry, boots to ground. A lot of them don't know how to drive. So, but Amatuzo volunteered to drive us to that tower. So I'm on the 50 cal, and they're shooting, and I'm like, I don't know where to shoot at. I don't see where to shoot at. Can you put the lights on?
It's because it's in the middle of the night, that's why.
Right. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Did I not say that?
Yeah, just give context.
It's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
What do you mean he can't see? Well, it's in the middle of the night, and he couldn't turn on the lights to the Humvee.
I cannot see. I didn't know what was going on. I could not see. And I went, and I'm telling him on the headset, I can't see. And he's like, I'm trying to find the headset while he's driving like 55 miles an hour. If you know Humvees, they weigh like 3 tons. They can't go that fast. So I said, okay, I'm going to help you. And I went down to help him, but I look over there and I see this guy going down. And I'm like, why are you going down?
So you guys flipped.
We flipped over in a hole.
Full of water, ditch.
Full of water. I'm not going to give too much of the details, but Amatuzo could not find the freaking light. So shout out to Amatuzo for learning how to drive. And then he comes to Florida to complain about the Florida drivers turning signals.
What do you mean, that they do or they don't?
They don't use the
they don't. Absolutely not.
Bro, you don't even know how to turn the light on.
Absolutely not. We're going to touch that on another day because I have such a gripe with the driving in Florida. Holy shit.
Oh, my God.
I swear my blood pressure goes fucking sky high when I be on the road.
And just so y'all know, there's a lot more to that story. I'm not going to share it now, but there's a lot more to that story that I'm not going to reveal on air. But it was a bad day.
Young Viral in the house.
My boy. It was a bad day, but we survived it. Obviously,
you're still here.
You know what I'm saying? But we can laugh about it now, but back then it was not funny. Like, he did not know where the lights were, and that shit killed me.
Oh, well, now I hope he knows how to turn on the lights now in the car.
That's what I was saying. You complaining about Florida drivers not knowing how to turn the signal. You don't even know how to turn on the light.
I just hope he does, bro, because it's dark as fuck in this bitch.
I love him to death, though. He's got to be the best guy to know, I swear.
It's about, bro, because it's dark like a motherfucker here at night. You be in some places, yo, like Young Viral goes, yo.
Yeah.
Yo.
Shout out to Viral. Thanks for joining us, brother.
So we got an interesting topic, and Big Face here was kind of a little something thought process that when he was in the shower by himself, being about 100%.
You had to eliminate that, huh?
Yeah, I had to eliminate just to clarify. That's all. So we wanted to speak, and I'm gonna say a significant portion of our audience are women. So we're kind of catering to women, but at the same time, it's a male topic. So we actually had the same thought process, but different topic wording.
Right.
So we came into this, and what we then decided was we wanted to find out. And this is where you got 2 men here, married, not divorced, and give us some insight. But I really want, and we're going to give you some insight because I'm pretty sure a lot of you women have not gotten the insight when it comes to dating and the way things are. So the topic of the day is, why do women choose not to ask a man out? Now, that leads to a lot of things that we've actually spoken about in recent podcasts. Men ain't shit. There aren't any good men there.
That must have been a good podcast because that shit comes up almost every podcast.
All the time.
Yeah, listen, if y'all want to review that, go to YouTube and you'll find that episode.
Absolutely. So, I review in my head while I drive, I review a lot of these things. So I'm like, okay, so if that's the issue, if there's no good men, right? And independent women, and I can do anything on my own. I don't need a man in my life. A man ain't shit. So when it comes to dating, if that's the problem, like if you're experiencing those things, then why don't you then cut out the middleman? Not why wait for a man to approach you or 10 men to approach you? Why don't you become the aggressor? And
now you're addressing this question to women.
To women
that see, there's so many places we could take this, but I'm not.
Because that's my experience. This is
based off his experience. But women choose not to ask a person out, period. Because there are women who like studs. There are women who like other women.
Correct.
There are women who love men, who like men. But you guys choose not to ask that person out.
I'm just curious why. Like if there's and remember, this is not everybody in general, but I'm saying there's many women out there that constantly complain about it. So then when you go out, why don't you take the initiative?
Can I make a comment?
You can make whatever comment you want.
Some women wait till men get married to do that.
Oh, that too. But that's a different topic altogether, a different podcast.
Why? Why? I'm already taken. First of all, I was taken 2 years ago before I got married. Then you want to come and ask me to go out?
Well, that's another thing, because women do that too. Because all of this is where in social media is really, really funny, right? You see a woman's page and they post all these beautiful pictures, and then comes, let's say, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, and then there goes the picture of the man, right? All of a sudden, oh, you got a man, blah, blah, blah. Men kind of like, oh, you got a man. Okay, let me block you. I'm not following you anymore, things of that nature. This has been, I'm going to speak by my experience. When I've been in relationships, I've done both things. I've put my relationship out there, and I've put my relationship not out there. Neither one has worked. I've been in the middle, and it hasn't worked either. But from my experiences, I know when I've been real clandestine and real private, and then I'll show a picture here and there, all of a sudden, I get the DMs.
It happens.
I get the comments.
This is what I'm saying. And look, Sasha said, I'm newly single after 25 plus years in a relationship / marriage, so I don't know how to date in this world. However, I have, in capital letters, asked and taken men out. Some women is a confident thing, and men is a confidence thing, and men love confidence.
Arson said we the alpha male. It shouldn't be. This is the thing. I understand that terminology.
Yeah.
But we're in a different era where women empowerment is very big. So then take the bull by the horns.
This is a new world.
But I want to address Sasha. Yes, you have taken some men, and I know
he meant taking them out,
and
not
taking
just
them
taking
out.
them.
She takes them and kidnaps them. But what I'm saying is,
and gives them multiple orgasms.
When it comes to dating, the man 99 out of 100 times is the one pursuing the woman. And yes, there are women that have asked men out and so forth and so on. 99 out of 100 times, a man is always doing the pursuing. So women feel comfortable in that instance, but the moment something else arise. No, I'm a woman. I could do that by myself. No, like no, men. There are no good men. Then go fix it. Go find a good man. Like you gotta do like Baskin Robbins, 31 flavors. Try every single one. Like. It takes you 15 seconds to know if you're going to sleep with a man. You can't take another 15 minutes to get to know one. Oh, well, you ain't for me and go. Like, I just don't, I don't.
Mia found me at Baskin Robbins.
Yeah,
you know that, right?
Mia found you in a fucking playground, bro.
She found me at Baskin Robbins. You know what it is? It was 31 flavors, and she didn't like the one, but she liked the 30. That's why she
offered you a fucking snow cone, and she said, hey, you want to lick? And that's what happened.
Mia, if you're watching this, I'm not bringing the fact that I'm younger than you up. He's doing that. He's trying to say that I was young in the damn.
See what Sasha says? Parlor. Not in this world. Men and women are pretty equal. They're not, and this is the thing.
Yeah, that's.
And I'm gonna give you.
I thought we discussed that last.
Yeah, I don't know. No. But this is. Yeah, we might be equal in what sense, but in action wise, it doesn't happen. We're speaking about the dating pool, right? So, women, if you don't get it, you know how vulnerable it takes, how vulnerable a man feels. And how scary it is to go out and then try to talk to women. And then the thing is,
you put yourself out there when you do that.
Yeah, like you're being out there and then you get turned down. And then the thing is, then you also judge. Oh, he was talking to that girl earlier. He was talking to that girl earlier. But how the fuck are you supposed to win women? If one woman turns you out, you're gonna turn. You're just talking. You're getting to know people. Like I never understood that. And then obviously, if you're drinking, you get liquid courage, so you talk to more women. But let me tell you,
that would be me. I don't talk to nobody.
No, you're very, very inclusive. But if I would speak to 10 women
ATV.
in a evening, right, and wherever event I am, if I'm lucky to get conversation from one, just conversation, it's a lot.
You know what the other 9 are gonna say?
Oh, he was
this douchebag tried to talk to me.
Yeah.
Or this person, I don't even like how he. But if he didn't try, then what? But then the guy that you want to try doesn't try, then you get mad. But yet you put every man down, but wonder why that man that you want doesn't try.
And this is the thing. I personally have always hung out mostly with females. I know how y'all work. He's cute. No, ese feo. He's
Why
ugly.
You have to do it with that accent?
And yeah, because this is how they talk. They all get together.
You look too comfortable doing that.
Yeah, I'm like, no, he can get it, and this and this and that. And I've heard all these things, right? And then at the end of the night, none of them will approach the guy that can get it, or the one that's ugly, or the one that's cute. They're waiting to, oh wait, he's coming to approach me. And then yeah, you might get lucky and you make eye contact, or you do like, let me get the attention. Oh, he's at the bar, let me go order a drink next to him, you know.
Let me tell you something. I think that a woman who is very confident enough to come up and let me tell you, confidence is sexy.
But absolutely,
I think
sexy.
Women view that confident men are sexy too. But an over-aggressive man is what turns them off.
Women don't, like if you're in a restaurant, bar, lounge, whatever, a man who's talking to various women won't see it as confident. Women will see it as he is a player. It will be seen as that. But then again, how are men and women supposed to meet if you women consistently do not take action?
But let's be realistic. I'm not, and I'm talking about prior to marriage. Let's be real, because I would never disrespect.
Arson, it is a new ball game, but the women aren't playing the new game.
If I'm in a place prior to me getting married again, I'm not going to talk to 10 women.
Let's stipulate right now, anything that you say
has
nothing to do when you were married.
Right
okay?
now, no.
It has nothing to do when you're married. We're stipulating.
Because I wouldn't do it anyway, because I don't talk to people. But if I had the courage to talk to people, and if I had courage to talk to a woman, I'm not going to talk to 10 women.
See,
because
Sasha
I'm very selective.
Sasha just said it. Yep, he would be considered a player.
Right.
And that's judgment.
No, but no. It's rightfully judged, though. Now you got to think about it.
Why? First of all, you just said rightfully judged.
I'm going to tell you something.
Okay,
you got to let me explain.
Tell me.
Okay, so if you see a woman, and the woman at the bar, there's 15 dudes in a row, and you're at the end of the bar, and you see her go from man to man with a drink, man to man to man, and she gets to you, what do you think? Free pussy? That's not. Listen, you're not going to say that to yourself.
I'm not
You're
going to say that.
This girl went to every man. She doesn't really want me. She doesn't think I'm cute. She went to every man to see if she could get 10-1.
I think she went to get more drinks.
That's not confidence, though.
No, I know, but I'm saying I think she just went to get drinks, and a lot of women do that just to get drinks.
Okay, either way, you're gonna think about that. So if a man,
I'm not gonna think she's a player.
Okay, but if a man, okay, what are you gonna think?
I think she's there to get drinks,
and you're still not gonna give her the time of day.
Oh, once I see that, well, I can give her the time of day, but I'm not buying her a drink.
Nah, I'm not giving nobody the time of day. If I see you go from man to man to man to man, and then you come to me. The fuck out of here. I'm not giving you the time of day.
That's fine. That's okay. But that's rare in capital R-A-R-A.
I might have been in some.
Sasha said hoe.
I might have been in some low budget places then. Because
I'm sorry. It's not a hoe. She was getting drinks for free. That's what she was doing.
It could have been that.
That's.
But my perception when I see it is like, okay, she's doing like a man. A man would go and ask 10 girls out, but if one says yes, he's happy.
But that's the thing. We put ourselves out there every single night in any event, in a restaurant, in a outdoor event, and any of that in that nature. And this is the thing. The question is basically posed to you women. Why do you choose not to go ask for men? If you're interested in a man.
Back to that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're interested in a man, why don't you just go out to it? And the scenario comes, well, let me see. Let me make eye contact. Let me use the Jedi mind trick and talk to him through my head and telepathically and all this other shit.
I'm going to monitor this because I want to see why is it that you guys, when I say you guys, you women will not go up to a man and ask him out.
Absolutely.
I really want to know. That's a good question.
And that's the whole point of this, because I want that feedback. And that's why I said, listen, understand the male point of view when they're going out. If you're single, you can talk to as many people as possible. If you want, that's your choice. You could talk to 1, 3, 10. It doesn't make you any less of a person or a man, and vice versa with a woman. But
doesn't make you a hoe.
It doesn't make you a player or anything of that nature. You're going out there to have a good time, meet people, so forth. And if you vibe, you vibe. If you don't, you don't.
First of all, TV, we know you personally. You don't put yourself out there.
Yeah, don't be 100% transparent.
Be transparent.
Yeah,
because we know
it's just that. But then this is for many women who always are complaining about men. But what are you doing to change your circumstances? If you're putting ass pics, guess what type of men are you're gonna interact with?
Okay, so like for example, TV, very beautiful woman, friend of the family. We know her personally, right? She's very about herself and her daughter. She's always been independent. She's always been by herself.
Angie says it's painfully shy. It is. It's very.
It's not because some people like TV feels like she's fine. She don't have to choose that.
That's fine, but that's not, for her, and she's in a good place. She's in a good place. But this is really more catered to a lot of women that complain about relationships and this and that. Like, okay, if there's something wrong.
All right, you're being specific.
Right.
There.
If there's something wrong with the relationships that you've been in or the men that you're attracting, it's not
TV,
always.
You're not boring. Stop it.
It's not about the man. It's maybe look into what are you attracting, and then again, if you're having,
I see what you're saying.
If you're having so many issues, then cut out the middleman. If you're going to go out and you're going to have a good time and you're going out with your girlfriends, but you're open to being in a relationship, then be open to a relationship.
So you're saying a girl goes to a place, an event, and she likes a man with tattoos. He can have a dad bod, long hair, right, ponytail, and he sees Nelson. She sees Nelson. She should go and say, "Hey, how you doing?" And be more,
take the initiative. Take the initiative in regards to that. Why are you gonna wait till maybe there's a signal?
Because Nelson might not see you.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Like if you see something you want, go and see if that's what you want. Don't wait.
Austin, we trying to help you out here, Austin. Listen.
The struggle is real.
We're trying to help you out here. Listen, I understand what you're saying, but sometimes the woman needs to stand up and say, you know what?
See, this is the thing. Not sometimes. The problem is, it's been programmed that men are the alpha males, but
that's the traditional way, though.
Right, but God forbid we say we're alpha males when it's been programmed, and the man is the predator and the women is the prey. As crude as that might be, is heard, that's basically in a nutshell what's been throughout.
So if you're an alpha female and you see an alpha male, let's turn this AA into RP and get stop playing.
Absolutely. See, look at Angie. If Nelson's her type, she should go for it. Absolutely. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you like a guy, he looks interesting, then what's the problem with you going for it? Like, for me, I find that so attractive that a woman had that courage to come up to me and start a conversation, because as men, we know what it is to be so it is fucking
Nelson is not cute, Angie. Stop it. He is not cute.
No, I'm not cute at all, Angie. I don't know. It's just the lighting. That's what it is, Angie. It's the lighting, Angie.
It's the makeup.
It's the makeup. It's the makeup, y'all.
The green room works.
The green room. The people in the green room do an amazing job on me, and I do not look like this on an everyday basis. It's just for the show. So the thing is, as a man, and this is I'm talking on my experience, because it's so difficult when I've been single and going out and, meeting people, so forth and so on. I've been deathly scared.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You can lean back. Look, I can lean back and all this, and it's good.
That's what she told you?
Yes, and then I guess at one time in my life.
He had to stutter on that one.
Yeah, I had to stutter on that one. But I've been deathly scared to approach women. Like, getting turned down is a freaking kick to the nuts. And then imagine getting turned down 10, 15 times in one night, wherever you are. Like, and women don't understand that because you don't go through it. So when a woman decides to take the initiative and approach a man, and if he's a good man and understands that, will appreciate that. Like, for me, I would appreciate that tenfold, because, damn, it took that much. I know what it takes, how much courage it takes to approach somebody, a complete stranger, and start a conversation and see if you vibe. And that's what the whole topic is about. I think things would balance out so much more and better when it comes to dating. First of all, you guys can eliminate the trash by initiating that. Like, he might look cute, and the moment he opens his mouth, he might be missing teeth.
Or I'm missing teeth.
And he might say, "How you doing?
I'm still cute.
God, I saw you outside. You so cute." And you, from that moment, in those 15 seconds, you know you ain't sleeping with him, so that you can move on. But he looked fucking cute from head to toe. Listen, until he opened his mouth.
At least 4 women on this podcast so far has commented the struggle is real.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell y'all something.
How do they know the struggle is real?
Let me tell y'all something. The struggle is real, but it's real within you. Because if you say to yourself, I am gorgeous, I am confident, you can get whoever you want.
Absolutely.
You don't come out here and act like, like you're a traditional. Yeah, we've been raised by traditional grandparents.
No, not even raised, but fucking programmed, because it's still like that.
At the end of the day, it is what it is. But
bullshit.
That's my point. It's some bullshit.
It is.
I was trying to be nice, but Nelson said that's some bullshit.
It's some fucking
bullshit.
You
can still go get what you want. You can still go get what you want.
If you want fucking this empowerment, and I'm gonna take this job, I'm gonna be the CEO, I'm gonna open this business, so you can go get your fucking man. Don't fucking sit on the sidelines.
Fact.
Absolutely. Let me tell you something. There was one story. I'm gonna tell you a story quick. Did jury duty. Went in there. There was this female there, hot. She's beautiful, blonde hair.
God damn, this guy's looking at girls in jury duty. You're not doing the taxpayers any good.
I was waiting for my number to be called.
Oh Lord.
So I was hoping her number and my number would be called together. Blue eyes, beautiful. I heard her speak on the phone. Bro, my fucking nuts just dropped to the floor, because it was trash what came out her mouth.
Well, not to be. Some of y'all need to stay off of live. I'm gonna be real. Y'all pictures be great until y'all get on live, and then we hear some of y'all. We be like,
but that's exactly my experience. But I would not that I'm gonna judge you or anything. I'm just gonna know you're not for me.
Oh, I'm gonna judge.
Yeah,
I don't care. I judge.
Patty says you attract what you are. Exactly. So whatever you put out there, whatever energy you put out there, is what you're gonna attract.
See, but, I don't agree. Patty,
not 100%, not in this scenario.
Patty, no disrespect, Patty, but I don't agree with that because you can't attract what you are. You're going to attract what you give off.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's what I think it is.
There's plenty of...
I could be wrong.
Let me tell you, there's plenty of beautiful women who are shy as fuck and are single because they're shy as fuck.
And they get all the dirt bags.
You know, and then, yeah, then eventually someone breaks them down. And then
it'll be a dirtbag,
right? So then
it'll be a dirtbag, an overconfident dirtbag who thinks that she's quiet.
As they say, the bad boy. They'll get to the bad boy because it's adventurous, it's a good time, so forth and so on, and boom, that's it. But she could have took the initiative in any of the instances she was in, and it was like, oh, he's cute. Oh, I've heard him before. He sounds interesting. I like the way he speaks, but never approach. And again, I'm talking in a consistent basis, not that you've done. I know some of you women have done that. Y'all have taken the initiative. Y'all taken that role. Yes, okay. I'm going to talk to here and there.
We agree, Patty. We agree. I'm sorry.
You know, but it's just a consistent basis. And I think if the playing field will be level in that instance, first of all, men wouldn't feel a certain way because there's a lot of men. Think about it. You go somewhere and you're single and you want to have a good time, and you
I'm married and I still want to have a good time.
Yes,
I don't want to have a good time with nobody else, but I still want to have a good time.
So you go there, right, and you're meeting women. You start, you're sparking up conversation, so forth, and then and somewhere in there, hey, would you like to have dinner? Would you like to have coffee? Would you like to have brunch, lunch? Oh, thank you, or whatever. Or no, thank you. And then you get into the no, thank you, or you get the rolling of the eyes or the sucking of teeth. That's a big rejection ploy right there. But now you're 3-4 hours into the night and you've been rejected every single time. 15 times. Let's say put a number to it, right? How do you think that man feels at the end of the night? Like it's crushing.
He feels rejected.
It's crushing, and his ego is like, fuck, like what's wrong with me, so forth and so on. Guys aren't that sensitive that's going to crush a man quickly, but there's many instances where a man continues to do that. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And do this, maybe I do this and I do that, so forth and so on. So I'm just saying that if the field would be level,
I think when the field is level and a woman does do that,
like, everybody has the fear of rejection.
Nobody
likes to be rejected.
Not just women.
But let me tell you something. You're going to hear a lot of no's in life way more than you can hear a lot of yeses.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
If you can't be comfortable with the word no, if you can't be comfortable with rejection, then you're really not going to be successful in life, period, in anything you do.
And I know what I'm about to say probably jumps into another topic, and we spoke about this. When a woman is confident enough to go to a man and ask him out and do things, what do you think happens after that? Like when they get into a relationship, I think it betters the relationship because the man, not only in that time with the woman, is showing how much he's attracted to her and vice versa, but he knows there are times when a man is the alpha and he goes and he says, oh, I'm going to approach this woman, and gets her number and they start going out. And then at some point he feels like, did she ever really like me? Did she ever really like me? Mm-hmm. But it's not a question. It's important. I think it's important that if a woman, feels like she likes a certain type, she chooses it and she go out and get it. Like, I think it's important.
Like for me, if, a woman approaches me,
it's a good relationship starter.
Absolutely, because I know I already know her intentions. Like she has interest in me.
She likes
I don't have to fucking wonder. Like shit, I can go the whole night. I go through 10. I'm like, damn, this is what I'm doing. Well, okay, woman A didn't like me because maybe I said this wrong. And then as the night goes on, men change their tactics.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't work, okay, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And then throughout the night, we're always changing and adapting, and nothing works. Then we're always questioning, okay, why didn't this work? Why didn't this work? Why didn't this work? And then, you know, that's a crushing to a man's ego who has a fragile ego.
Hold on, I gotta look at this conversation.
Well, Sasha and Patty are having a nice little conversation.
And I'm looking at body language and all this stuff. And I get it. Physical first, her body shape and things like that. Okay, but that's the person you don't want then.
Wait, see, I gotta get into Sasha when it comes to that. Men tend to look at physical first. First of all, do not put everybody and categorize every man that looks at that. That's not true. That's absolutely not true.
That is not true.
Absolutely not true. I
totally disagree with you, Sasha.
I'm gonna flip this to you.
Immature men, maybe.
I'm gonna flip this to you. When you women go out, are you going out in your doobie and your flip flops and your pajamas? Absolutely not. You're putting on your best heels. You're putting on your makeup.
And
you're
if
dressing
that's not
up,
enough for him,
you know.
Okay.
Most of please do not tell me, oh, I do it for me. You just don't. It is part. But you just don't get up and get pretty.
Patty, we're not asking you to change. We're not asking you to change. We're saying that if you do what Nelson just said, if you come out and you get your hair done and you get your shoe, you put on your high heels, it don't have to be red bottoms, and you go out and you speak to a man who's high class and he likes it, then why change?
But what I'm not asking you to change. I'm asking that if you have an interest in someone, a male, female, or whatever, don't wait for the perfect moment or the eye contact. If you like them,
we have to generalize women. You can't say every woman does it. We just like when we did all men ain't shit. You can't generalize men in that category.
I use the word many. I use the word many, and I use the phrase in my experience.
Right.
That's the way I phrase things because I don't want to put everybody in a box. Everybody's different. But let's be honest. The majority, we're talking, if it's not 50-50, we're talking 75%. You know, that's it, because we're programmed. It's been ingrained since we were younger and stuff of that nature.
TV,
hi, Alex.
TV, let's be honest.
You can go out in sweats and a t-shirt. That's not a problem. Listen, but again, if you're out in sweats and a t-shirt and you see a dude that, damn, he's cute, or you heard him speak, oh, he sounds so intelligent, and you're in the mood, or you're in the playing field, or you want to meet someone, then go for it.
By all means.
Many do not. They wait for the perfect moment. They wait for the perfect timing, all that. You just generalize us. Who's us? What did I generalize?
Or Nelson. But at the end of the day, if he say you women, he's talking about a specific. Sasha, we know you. We know that you're not like you go out for what you want. Like you do that.
You don't know that yet either. That's what she's saying.
Based off the phone calls and her comments, we know Sasha.
That's why I said I have my disclaimer. My disclaimer is already out there. Our disclaimer is already out there. So when we say you women, the disclaimer is already out there. We're not generalizing. It's already there. There's that. But the majority of you is. That's the way it is. But again,
they haven't answered the question.
They still haven't answered the question. It's been turned around, so forth and so on.
You're not answering the question, ladies. Why do you choose not to ask a man out? Why?
And I want to pose it this way: none of you do it consistently. If you are, this is for you.
Fairy tales and lies.
Fairy tales and lies for you Instagram friends. That you're lying, and you're lying through your teeth. Absolutely,
but you just generalize them. You don't think Sasha
consistently?
Oh, I don't. You know,
that's the word. That's the word. Okay. Consistently. I have, in my experience, I have never met a woman ever that consistently, if she sees a man that she's interested in and she's willing to.
I know one person that's consistent in turning people down. TV.
Well, yeah, that's a Patty says I have what? So before you were married, you were always the predator?
Why you have to say predator?
I'm sorry. And were you the lion? Were you the lion? Were you the alpha every single time you went out? And Sasha too. Sasha says that. So Sasha, before you were married, also every time you went out and you saw a guy, you would approach him. My first date with my hubby was on a lunch break. I understand. That's great, and that's how long and he married me. But what were you doing before you were married? Okay, Patty says she has. Okay, so you're the unicorn. I got it. I hear that. Look, like Angie says, she's honest. Angie on Instagram. I'm shy, and that's that's the way it is. I understand you asked Jerry out. Before you asked Jerry, what did you do? Alex is jumping on Facebook. Instagram is funky. Well, if it's not Instagram, it's freaking Facebook. One or another. I got it. But it's just, listen, predominantly, and let me, because Sasha's like, I'm generalizing. No, predominantly, most women. And I'm saying in my lifetime, so that means experiences with all my male friends and what they've experienced. I've gone out with the guys, and it's very rare. And I'm 50, so I've been dating since what, maybe
okay, Alex,
16.
So why don't you make the first move? That's pretty much the question. Like, why don't you make the first move?
Yeah.
If you saying you don't make the first move at all, why don't you make the first move?
Yeah, why do you choose not to make the first move?
Because I feel like if you don't make the first move, then you're settling for whatever comes to you.
Well, no, I'm going to tell you, my thought process. You know why? Because women don't like rejection. I don't want to be told no.
Men don't like rejection either.
Exactly, but we put ourselves out there anyway.
And Alex just said it because I'm scared of rejection.
Thank you.
Just said it.
See? But it's okay for the man to put themselves out there over and over and over and over again. And then we have many women who constantly say, yeah, there's no men out there. Yeah. Well, first of all, there might not be a lot of men out there with confidence because they keep going out there and keep getting rejected and rejected and rejected because what did they mention? Oh, men only look at body types, and you women don't?
Yeah, because in the first 15 seconds, you could tell what you're going to do.
You can tell if you're going to sleep with him or not. So you're telling me you don't? You don't look at their physique. You don't look at their teeth. You're not looking at their. I like guys with beards. I like baldies. All this other stuff. You're looking. The physical is what grabs each other's attention. What keeps you there is obviously the personality, the mindset, so forth and so on.
Alex, being wifed up don't mean anything. Mia has crushes on TV all day. And I bet you if those dudes popped up in front of her...
Okay, so Sasha said men have more experience in it.
Joking,
yes, we have more experience in it. And why is that? Because women have chosen not to take the initiative.
Yeah, that's true.
That's exactly, true. And that's the whole point. If women would take the initiative, they would have experience.
Somebody needs to talk to the person in the green room because I'm empty. I don't know.
Listen.
Who's in charge of the green room?
Listen.
Oh, it's me. I'm here.
Listen. Usually this is stocked. And so people be tapping into it and it'd be crazy.
I'm not going to say
it'd be crazy. Absolutely. Then this Wi-Fi is bugging out. So I'm going on 5G. But exactly what she said. First of all, Sasha said men have more experience in it. Yes. Whose fault is that? We have no choice. Let's say for a week, men would not even look at a woman. Forget about asking them. What would happen for a week?
He'd be lonely for 3 months.
Women be like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, men, y'all go out and not one man speaks to one woman.
She said, yes, we do it just like men do. I know, we know. But you know what you don't do like men do? Go and choose to ask them out. Why don't you just do it?
Absolutely. Men court the women. Why?
That's traditional stuff.
Why does it have to be that way? And I understand men are going to, if they want a woman, they're going to, see, this is the thing. When men want a woman and they're feeling and they got a good vibe, men are going to go for it. Why don't women do the same thing?
Society.
Consistently. The word is consistently. I don't want to hear, oh, yeah, I've done it a couple of times. That doesn't count.
Two people on two different things says society.
Yeah. So, because men do it consistently.
That means women only follow trends. That's what it is. Women only follow trends. That's what you're telling me. And you basically generalized there. I'm not generalizing. I'm just repeating it. So women follow trends and say, oh, let the men ask. That's BS to me. We shouldn't be unhappy because of trends that we see. If you feel like you want to go ask a man out, put your goddamn heels on, put on that mini skirt, fuck what you think your body is, because there's a man out there who loves that body. Go out there and get it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Go out there and get it. How many times have you women have seen a friend or another woman down the street and said, how is that man with that woman?
Money. That's the word, money. Especially if it's an older man with a younger woman, it's money.
Let's be realistic.
Marty on Instagram said, yes, we do, just like men do. Clarify that, because I don't know. We said a lot of things. I don't know what you were referring to on that one. I want to address that. But no damn miniskirt. What is the TV says? No damn miniskirt.
You don't got to put on. You can put on a dress.
See, Alex is
put
a punk.
See,
at least Alex admits it. She's a punk. She's a punk.
Put on whatever you want.
I don't care what you wear. I absolutely don't care. You can go out to freaking the supermarket and go out in flip flops and freaking pajamas. I don't care. The thing is, say you go to freaking the local supermarket in the bodega and the guy in front of you is cute. And I'm like, oh wow, he's cute. I bet you 9 out of 10 won't say a damn thing to him. They'll see him watch. They'll watch his booty walk right out the door.
If a guy is with his friends, it would be intimidating for a woman to approach.
Okay, whoa.
You know what? I just saw something the other day. I saw a guy he saw a girl that he wanted, and she was with a whole bunch of her friends plus a couple guys. And he went to her and put a $20 bill in her hand and said, listen, I need you to bring vodka and gin to this table. She got pissed and walked to him and was like, I don't fucking work here. What are you talking about? He was like, I know you don't work here. I needed you to get away from them so I could ask you out.
Oh, that was smooth.
Right?
So
you got to be creative.
Right.
It's not, some of y'all think that it's just, I got to walk up to this person in a group of, no.
No, but listen, I'm going to address what Sasha just said. Sasha, for you Instagram people, Sasha said if a guy is with his friends, it can be intimidating for a woman to approach. Watch this. When you girls go out, how many of you girls go out by yourselves?
TV, I hate you. I like tights and night.
Yeah. How many of you women go out by yourselves? Very rarely do you go out by yourselves.
Yep.
Most of you women go out in groups.
Yeah.
Right? So you're telling me
moral support.
Yeah, exactly. Not even that. And then there's a lot of reasons why they go out. Now, so you're telling me right now that a woman, it's intimidating. How do you think a man feels when he's going to approach a group of women who have been cackling all night long? And you influence each other like, oh no, girl, he's got one arm shorter than the other. I don't care how cute he is and all that. Guys don't do that shit. Girls are like, yo, she's cute. You know what a guy does? Yo, go for it. Go talk to her. Plain and simple. You like her? Go talk to her. TV, you girls, get out of here.
You're the exception, TV. You always go out by yourself, but you turn everybody down. It doesn't matter if it's a girl stud or a man.
But it's crazy. So how do you think a man feels when he's trying to approach a group of women on a consistent basis, all the same time? So that doesn't fly with me. I don't care how intimidating it is. Like we do it all the time. And if you want experience, guess what? Put on your big girl panties.
Can we say big girl thongs? Because
big girl thongs, you can't put big girl panties per big face,
yes.
And
big girl panties.
And then go handle your business. Go handle your business. How does a man feel? I just told you. It is fucking ego striking to the max.
Ego striking to the max. I like that.
It is simple. Just. It's very detrimental. Like, let me tell you, I'm a very confident man. And there's been many nights that I go, I'm like, what the fuck happened tonight? Like, I was on my A game. I looked fucking handsome. I was cute, and it just wasn't my night. Didn't stop me. But it can be affecting. You start second guessing yourself. And the whole point of it is if women would take more of initiative, things would work out. Things would balance out. At least in my opinion. The discomfort. Imagine how men feel. Y'all all describing all these feelings that
men don't feel it.
Yeah, and that men feel it all the damn time. You
think when you say no, it makes a man more confident?
It doesn't. It absolutely doesn't. It makes you second guess your manhood, first of all. Angie says, like, the mentality that women are not supposed to act like that. Right. And that's a great point, Angie, because this is the thing. Women I think one reason that many women don't do that, because then they seem that they're going to be perceived as, Sasha called them, a hoe or a player or something. So they don't want to be seen in that way. But at the end of the day, you should not give a fuck what anybody thinks about you. If you like someone, do what makes you happy.
Yeah, but Alex, we talking about if there is how you gonna know there's a spark if you didn't go up to the man and have the conversation?
Exactly. You never even said hi. You never got even to hi. So if you don't get to hi, how do you know anything else?
There can't be a spark. What do you think? It's a spark if I do this, if I wink my eyes at you? There's no spark.
Okay, so TV said, why not go out and enjoy yourself? If it happens, it happens. Yes, everybody goes out to enjoy themselves. But if you're single, for the most part, and
Sasha, don't generalize. Men, not every man moves to the next.
We have to move. What are we supposed to do?
But not every man just moves to the next, though.
No, but what do you mean by moving to the next? So you approach one woman and she turns you down. What are you supposed to do for the rest of your night? Are you just supposed to go scratch your balls in the corner? Are you supposed to go to the corner? If a man wants to date and wants to find a partner, how else is a man supposed to do that? Explain that to me. Give me the answer to that. If he talks to one woman and she turns them down, is that the end of the night for him? Is that supposed to be the end of the night for him? You know, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand that ideology.
Yeah, because if a man wants to find that spark, he needs to initiate a conversation to find the spark.
And that's what women need to understand too. If you're complaining about all these men, then you need to find the man that sparks you. There's only one way to do that. Talk to men.
Have the conversation.
If you're single, and then don't get me wrong, if you're single and you're looking to date and you're looking for a partner, you got to put yourself out there. You can't always rely on the man always doing it all the time. You have to be consistent, and you got to look for what you want. If you take control of, I would think it would be better for women if they take okay, I'm single, I'm ready to date. I've been single for a year. Let me date, but let me take control of the dating. Let me take control of the whole situation. Okay, he's cute. Let me go introduce myself. I didn't like the way he spoke. And you move on to the next person that grabs your eye. And that way, you don't have to just sit there with your girl. It's the reason why you girls go out together. Because that way you girls... See, guys can't dance with each other on the dance floor. But girls can. I don't know why, but...
Guys can dance with each other.
Of course they can. But it's not so accepted.
But let's say two guys dance on the dance floor and they're not together. Would a woman go and approach them and start dancing with them?
No.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
If two women were dancing on a dance floor, I bet you 15 men would go up to them and dance.
Yeah, absolutely. And y'all women kill me. Y'all women kill me. It's the reason why you go in groups. Because you guys, this is what you guys do. Yeah, he's not cute. One of your girlfriends will step in and dance with you to say, no, she's not available. Y'all back each other up. You know what I'm saying? I got that. That's not a problem. But then if a guy, again, I'm still going back to the point where you find some type of interest in a man. Many do not take the initiative in approaching that man. Then don't fucking complain. Got to get the old men to dance. Well, okay, Alex, what do you mean by old?
They dance the best.
Oh. Because, yeah, if it's salsa, yeah. Sasha, please, you with the calling, please. I will shut you down every which way you go. Plus, stop it.
TV, you dance with a lot of guys, and that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, just because you dance, again, and I think that's a perception. Rejection is one reason why women tend to not approach a man. Two, they don't want to be seen.
My alarm. You know what that means.
Yeah. Women don't want to be perceived as a hoe, slut. Mind you, you talking to 4 different men in one night doesn't mean you're a hoe or a slut. That's not even a definition. Absolutely not. It's just you are. It's like going to. We saw it going to Baskin Robbins. 31 flavors. How do you know you like? How do you know what flavor of ice cream you like if you don't try all 3 of them? Sasha says she needs to be the 3rd co-host. We'll speak about that. We'll talk to her. We'll draw up a contract.
Be part of the show for once first.
Yeah, it's like we'll draw up a contract. The internet is fucking up. It's the hackers already. It's anonymous. They're crashing everything. We need to talk to Elon Musk so he could put a satellite over the house so we can get unlimited internet like he did for Ukraine, which is great, amazing. I don't know. It's anonymous. That's why we don't know who it is. I'm pretty sure there are men and women in that group. That's for sure. But then again, I hear all these. We're reading all these comments. Not one woman has answered the question. Why do women, for the most part, choose not to, approach a man? And I understand the reasonings why. It's rejection, being labeled or being judged by your friends. But why is it okay for men to be put out there and not women? And that's the whole point about it. Men put themselves out there.
Are you saying they dodging the question?
Of course they are. I've gone out to have a simple good time. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about not my interest to meet a gentleman at a club, my preference. We're not talking about what your interests are at a gentleman's club. I'm talking,
if you like somebody.
Yeah, if you like somebody, why not approach them? So I'm going to pose the question to you. You go to a restaurant. You're going to a restaurant to pick up your freaking food that you ordered. And the guy in front of you, you see he's attractive. He smells good. Are you going to talk to him? Are you going to ask him something? Would you approach him? And you're in a mindset where, you know what? I would like to date. Are you going to do it is the question. Sasha, none of you have answered. You've given reasons. But then again, you've answered rejection and being labeled. But then it leads to the question, why is it okay for men to put themselves out there all the time? I have approached. Scroll up and you'll find the answer. We're gonna scroll up. I don't know what she said. Let's look at what TV has said. I've danced with viejos and The Point. I'm like, what? Dancing with someone has nothing to do with approaching someone, like in an interest. Okay, let's keep going.
You're gonna keep scrolling. We got quite a few comments.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep scrolling. Oh, I can't even go that far. Wow.
I don't even know if
Okay. What works? This is true, lady. It works. I don't know what works. I have no idea what works. So, Sasha, right now, give me in a synopsis, because I can't scroll any further up. So, in a synopsis, tell me exactly how you've answered. Why do women choose not to, not
to approach a man?
Yeah, not to approach a man. In a brief moment, we won't even have any more comments or anything like that. I'm going to pin the comment. Matter of fact, this goes back to it goes back to the balance of men and women. What we were taught from young, absolutely.
Hey, Sassy T.
I think women do it in their lifetime, put themselves out there. Just men do it more. I think women do it in their lifetime.
Also, TV saying that she approached the gentleman and it worked.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, you did it one time. You approached a gentleman. Okay, one time. Kudos, you're the unicorn. Again, you're missing the whole point. The word I've been using throughout this is consistently. Men do it every single time, for the most part. Every single time. That you've done it a couple of times holds no weight. Absolutely none. None whatsoever. So there is no balance. There can't be a balance, and this is what Alex keeps talking about, the balance, and I agree. There has to be a balance, but there is no balance.
As a man, I honestly think that if a woman was to do that, like have the confidence and consistently have the confidence in their relationship after they do it, it's going to be a great relationship. Good night, TV. Thank you for joining us. I think it's going to be a great relationship.
I think if women were to do that more often, I think they would eliminate the dudes that aren't worth their time.
That too. That's what I'm saying. It does a lot of things. It heightens the relationship in so many ways that, that's one, right? And the other thing is there's confidence in that man knowing that woman wants him.
Absolutely.
and vice versa.
That relationship is already on
A
solid
great
ground.
start. Yeah.
Okay, so Sasha said, okay, confidence, nerves, shy, society, gender, roles, perception. Absolutely. I agree with all of those things. But my question is, why don't you do it?
But she's saying that's the answer
I understand
because of confidence. But you should do it.
You should do it.
Regardless.
That's the problem.
Those to me, and I mean no disrespect, Sasha, but to me, those are excuses.
Because we have to go through that.
We have to go through the same thing.
All the time. We have to go through that. Perception, society, all that crap, we have to go through it. And regardless of all those things, we still do it. And that's the whole point of it. We still do it. And that's the whole thing. Hello, where and when is the change going to happen? There's all this empowerment, but when the hell is
Sasha,
the change
we
gonna
know
happen?
you do it. We know you do it.
I do it.
We're not saying that you don't do it, but not every woman does it. And do you do it consistently?
Did you do it consistently before you were married? That you were always
Right.
the aggressor, or you were consistent about it. I know you're real consistent about trying to kick my tooth out, but
Generally, that's some of women's thoughts. Okay.
yes, the reasonings or excuses of however you want to put it, we agree on. But the thing is, we as men, regardless of the lack of confidence, nerves, shy, society, gender roles, perception, and all those things, we still would do it anyway. So why is it that women choose not to put themselves out there? And then that's the crazy thing.
Angie on IG says, I understand where you guys are coming from, but it's almost like expected from men to be the aggressor.
Right, but times have changed. You women have even said it. And many of you women, times have changed, and you can see it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, okay, so time is changing, and you guys are empowered, and you guys are doing this, so it stops at that. Like,
wow, Sasha. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where does it? When do you begin? Yeah,
that? Like,
so
you can be empowered to do so much, so it stops at that.
it's okay with that, but with this, I'm going to revert back. I'm going to revert back to the tradition.
Where's the whole thing is about women empowerment, right? So if women are doing their thing, they're jumping to be bosses, they're jumping to do this, they're jumping to do that, then why aren't you bosses approaching men?
Right, because listen, you got to take the reins in your relationship. You got to take the reins. You want a good man. You want all these things about a man. You have this criteria, and then go out and get it. Sasha's been single since single at 17. Wow. You've been married like 80 years? Shit. Coño, Sasha.
And Angie responded, yes, times have changed, but a lot of us are dead set in our ways. And
absolutely, yes.
And that's
a mindset.
That's a mindset.
Yes.
That's something that I think Nell agrees with me when I say this, is that women have to change that. If that was the case, why are you women asking men to change the traditional way then? Mm-hmm. If that's the case.
Opening doors and all this other stuff.
I'm not trying to give his age out, but his father and his parents taught him how to be traditional and how to do this, but he
I got married because I was told it was the right thing to do.
You understand? So, but then there's women that saying, you know what, men need to change their traditional thoughts and allow women to empower themselves. Okay, here you go. Here's the plank.
Here's a perfect example. They do it. That's the whole thing.
Jump into the water.
Some men get intimidated by strong, powerful, and forward women. Okay, that's fine. Then you move on. You already eliminated that guy. You already eliminated that type of man.
You just
that's
a red flag. That should be a red flag to you right there.
Absolutely. Like, so if that's so imagine this. That man who is intimidated by a strong, powerful, forward woman, right? He speaks to you. And it goes well. And then a date or two in, all of a sudden, you notice that he doesn't like you being a strong, powerful woman. You could have eliminated two dates and all of that by actually approaching the man.
Yep. And TV says, careful with empowerment because I like a man to conduct himself like a gentleman. What are you saying? So what's a gentleman? You show that you're a boss, and a gentleman is going to be what? He doesn't. If you're a boss and you approach a man, he's going to be like, listen, you just eliminated the problem. As Nelson just said, you just eliminated the problem. If you walk up to a man and you say to him whatever you got to say to him, and he recognizes and says, this is a confident woman. The woman, damn, she's sexy. Let's go out. you're saying that he's no longer going to be a gentleman? Like, hell no. My wife is very confident. My wife is very strong. Shit, that shit is attractive.
I've seen your wife approach men, before you many times. Like she was a girl. Like I admired her because she was like, "Yo, he's cute. I'm gonna go talk," just to have a conversation. Had nothing to do about anything else. Just
she did it to me.
Yeah, exactly. She picked you up at the schoolyard. I'm like, shit.
Wow, that's fucked up. But listen.
T says, okay, chivalry. You won't know if a man is chivalrous if you don't approach him.
It's not about
chivalry. It's not about chivalry.
He can still be chivalrous after and everything. We're talking about the initial approach. Like if you go to a man and you say, "Listen, let's go out, let's do this," you're going to find out more about that man. But he's just now looking at you and saying, "Damn, she has the confidence to come and say that to me. I'm gonna go out and enjoy my time with this woman. She's very confident." Mm-hmm. And then you got to match it with your intelligence, and then you got to match it with your humorous side. Then you got to match it with your style. And men got to do it, so why women can't do it?
Listen, this is the thing. A man wants a partner, for the most part, that's equal. That's equal. That's going to benefit. You want a partner that's going to elevate you and support you and things of that nature.
You can't give up now. That's the problem.
Of course you
can't give up.
So men talk to various women because they want to get to know them. I'm like, I've gone out, I'm not talking T stuck on the club scene. I'm talking about just let's put it in a public area. I talk to everybody, and
I talk to nobody.
Yeah, you talk to nobody, and I talk to everybody. But I talk to everybody because I'm a people person. I like having conversations. I like learning about people, and I've approached many women. I have the stigma that I'm a player. And when I've been single, I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to women. I'm single. I'm allowed to do that. I have that right.
Even when I was single, I didn't talk to
that was me. If I'm single and I'm ready to date, I'm going to try to meet as many women as possible because I don't know if I talk to the first woman, hey, I might like her and it might not work out. True. But then this is another thing. Men tend to go out with women that really have no interest because they've been turned down by 20 and the 21st woman said, okay, and they're really not interested, but they just got turned down by 20 different women. You know what? I might as well get something out of this night. And that's how a lot of nights go for a lot of men. And you don't understand that. And that's how you see a lot of relationships develop because they didn't develop because of a mutual vibe. And that's what Big Face was talking about. If a woman approaches a man, the man already knows that she's interested in him. You know how solid that foundation. And if they vibe, I'm like, holy shit. You know what I'm saying? But a man never in any instance does he know what he's walking into. It's like walking into a field of landmines and having no fucking map on how to walk to get to the other side.
And that leads to a lot of things like, a lot of men say, oh, why are women confusing and things like that? But if a woman was confident enough to tell the man how she felt, that wouldn't be a question. Am I wrong for saying that? No. Because the initial foundation was already built. If you go and you tell a man, like, listen, I think you're attractive, I would like to go out with you.
Not even that. Let's have a conversation.
I'm just saying, like, just that, and then the man says, you know what? I like how you did that. You were transparent. All right, that's cool. Let's go out.
Sasha said men go out with friends on the prowl, women go out. See, you are labeling and you're judging. Absolutely not, because I know plenty of group of women that they go out here, and if they're single, I want to meet a guy. And that's their intention.
Angie said chivalry is not dead.
It's not dead, but you'll never get there.
Can chivalry be from male and women?
Of course it is. It can, but chivalry is a tradition that man should open doors, and the car and all this stuff. But I'm gonna give you a perfect example. A lot of people saw Bronx Tale, and my man told his son, "Listen, when you got a good woman, when you open the door to that car and you let her in, she popped when they weren't power windows. She opened the door for you." Actually open it from the inside and open it. Now you have a good woman. So women can be chivalrous as well.
But they stopped the mindset at, he opened the door for me. Let me powder my face, and then that's it. Like, it has to go both ways. You got to think of that. So if a woman is carrying some bags and a man opens the door, he's chivalrous. But if a man has a whole bunch of bags, a woman won't open it. A woman is going to say, you know what? He's going to turn his back and then push the door open. Why can't you open the door?
Sasha says, never does a woman, never, what? Okay, I got to read the thing before. Never does a woman. Okay. We have not the idea what you men are up to. And we do about women? Like, I don't understand about this reading of the minds. Like, we don't know what you're up to either. A lot lie about the relationship status. So do women. Women don't tend to lie about the, I'm sorry, Sasha, you said you haven't been single since you're 17. You're really out of touch with what's been going on the last 20 years or so. Women, because that's not the way it is.
Women are just like men.
Absolutely.
In this stage of the game, women are exactly like men.
How can you say
there are women who go out there just to have sex, and they're successful women?
But the whole concept where most women, when we broached the topic about, within the first 15 seconds, a woman knows they're going to sleep with that guy. That's the mindset, and that blows my mind that you can be freaking, you can know within 15 seconds, but then it's you're worried about the man lying about his relationship, or they're only going out for that. When you, in your mindset, go out, well, okay, I meet you, yeah, I can do you 15 seconds into meeting you. Come on. Sasha's been almost 4 years. I think her fingers hurt, because she types so much. But it's just, listen, and the whole
Sasha, we appreciate you.
Yes, we do appreciate you. But the whole point of it is to be a balance. And Alex had mentioned that there has to be a balance with men and women. There isn't a balance. And the thing is, and honestly, the question really is in a reflection to a lot of the women that consistently complain about men that are always attracting the wrong man. Like, if you're attracting the wrong man, then there's something that you're doing to attract these men. Don't blame the men. Maybe you need to change your approach. Maybe you need to approach a man.
Sasha, we're not saying goodnight to you because you're not leaving us. I think the question is actually good to help empower women.
Absolutely.
I don't think this is a stab at you. I think
no, it's not.
What we're trying to do is say, listen, like Nelson said, because I don't agree with big panties, but put your big panties on and go get them. Like, it's you want that man.
You have two men here who said that a woman approaching them is fucking sexy, and how different that foundation of their relationship. Just giving you insight, because Sasha just said we don't know what you guys are thinking in your head. Like, we know what you're thinking in your head. We're giving insight. It's trash out here in the dating world.
Okay. But that's because you need to isolate the trash. Isolate the trash. And start looking at what you really like, and start looking at what you're looking for, and then look for those indicators.
But how do you know
that show that? How
do you know it's trash unless you actually pick at it? Unless you actually go through it.
You can't pick at it unless you have indicators. If you want an apple out of a whole bunch of fruit, you're gonna look for something red, round, right? You're not gonna look for something that's oval and slanted like a banana, probably, or you're not going to look for a bunch of round things, because that's grapes.
Yeah,
you're going to look for something red. You're going to look for those indicators and go get that.
Yeah, exactly. You got to go there. Angie says it's old school moves. It is. It's very old school, traditional. We need to break that cycle. 100%. And that's what we're trying to do as men. We're trying to educate women out there in regards to, you know, what things can be changed. Not asking you as a person to change. We're asking to change the way you go about things. If you're single, remember, this is all about single and dating, and you're ready to date and be in a relationship. So you need to change that mindset of not waiting.
Why is it about single? Married women can do the same thing to their husband. Be confident enough to ask your husband.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But I'm saying, if you don't even start there, when you get married, it's not even going to get there. That's the whole thing.
Just because you've been going through it for 4 years doesn't mean stop doing it. Like, I don't understand that. So men should just stop going at women? Where we going to be at that?
Yeah, where's the good question?
Where we going to be?
Well, she said the dating pool has been peeing it, but I think you need to go to another pool.
Yeah,
that's all that is.
Or throw Clorox in that bitch and mix it around and go start again.
Or make your own pool.
There you go.
Build your own pool.
You can't just give up because you're in the goddamn waste dump and you looking for trash and trash. You got to look at where you're looking at. I'm not saying you were doing that, but what I'm trying to say is look at what you've been doing and try something different. You didn't try everything.
Alex says blue ball.
Wow.
Just random. Alex just says blue balls. Huh? Oh, my God. Oh, and I want to direct this because actually this is actually a perfect example. Sasha, I know you're on. Do you give me permission to tell the story of what recently happened to you? Because I was involved in that. Let me know in the comments or text me or whatever.
I gotta hear this. I got it.
It's a funny story. It's nothing bad, but it's a hilarious story straight out of a movie, and it was funny. And this happens sometimes. She said no. Okay, got it. I got it. Another time. Actually, if you do come on the podcast, I'll let you share it because actually it's very relevant to the topic at hand. But it is what it is. I get you. I don't understand why my freaking Instagram just going like AOL and it's
got
just
it on
like
5G,
that.
and I got it on Wi-Fi, and it's great.
I had it on Wi-Fi and it did the same shit. I have to like continually log off and log on. I'm like. I don't fucking say that I need an Apple phone because I'm gonna smack you. I already know I gotta go. I understand that.
Android user.
I understand. I gotta go. But yeah, well, I mean, we're giving you insight.
She said she don't know what you're talking about, so you might have to give a little hint.
Oh, okay, honestly, I don't know what you're talking about.
The call.
It's the call.
That
you needed assistance, and I gave you the call. You called you called the bat phone. You needed to call the bat phone, and Batman came to the rescue. That's what I'm referring to.
Listen,
and if you don't remember, bro, you need some memory power.
While Sasha thinks about this, let's be clear. We're not trying to down women. This is not a woman bash episode. This is not a woman bash show. She said.
Sasha said, "Fuck no."
We're just trying to help the mindset of women who are single and think that it's done. They're done. Like at some point, you got to start looking at indicators. You got to start saying,
or even those that are always complaining about it. Like, change your strategy.
You got to change don't change your mindset on what you like and don't veer away from that. No. But you got to change the way you approach it. You know what I'm saying?
Go look for it where you need to go look for it. That's it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you attack through the front door and you can't get through it. You know there's a back door and you know that there's windows. You know that there's upstairs. Now you got to change your approach. So that's the same thing. Like women have to do that, and it's not.
And we were trying to give you it's insight, honestly.
Exactly.
Like it's insight. Like you women, you like to joke.
He'll say the story wrong. He doesn't know any details.
I'm gonna give the story on my part. That was it. I'm not the details or anything
Angie
like that.
said sharing is caring, Sasha. Tell it.
Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. No, but it's just simple insight. Like women don't know what men go through. Because you're not first of all, you're not men.
And whose fault is that? Let's be honest. Is it the man's fault because they don't share it?
No, but it's not about. Well, that's another thing. I guess the conversations aren't spoken. This conversation isn't spoken often enough for women to have insight. Like women don't understand how nerve-wracking it is to approach a woman. And not just one single woman. How about approaching a group of women of 10 that have been drinking, or trying to approach a woman on a dance floor, or just approaching a woman at a restaurant, or actually even opening a door for a woman and the woman not even giving you side eye and not even saying thank you, like because they think, oh, don't talk to me and all this. I hate that shit. Like really,
not every man is trying to talk.
Exactly. I don't get
it.
Then
y'all wonder why chivalry's dead.
Exactly. Then you wonder why chivalry's dead. Then you wonder why good men aren't there, because a lot of good men are not taken because they get turned down immediately. A lot of you women like looking for those bad boys with tattoos and beards and all this other shit and buff and all this
hair.
Long hair and all this and they're complete assholes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it,
Did Nelson just describe himself? Wow.
Sasha's violent. You see what she says. If she doesn't say thank you, trip her. See, she has, dude, I don't even want her to come down here. It's just scary. It's just say scary.
I want her to come down here because I'm going to have the camera rolling.
I think I'm going to be on the floor and knock the fuck out. They're like, oh, that's what happened. But it's just insight. And I think with this insight, I think there should be a balance. And this goes more for those women that are lacking the confidence and faith that there are good men out there. And for those women, they're always complaining, and the women that are complaining, oh, all I date is assholes. And you're putting the blame, and you're pointing the fingers in the wrong direction.
I kiss him.
You know, it's the wrong direction whatsoever. You have to, and Alex said it, self-reflection. What am I doing that's wrong? How is my approach? What's my mindset? No, Alex has said self-reflection.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's more of knowing who you are. And like if you're a woman and wants a man, that
courtesy is like sense, Sasha. It's not always common.
Absolutely not.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
The only thing that's common are assholes, and everybody got them.
Everybody got them. But like if you know, say you have a certain body type. Okay, you stick to that certain body type, and you want person. But every woman is looking for. I want a man who's chivalrous and makes good money, and he's good looking.
I don't mind a woman that's chivalrous
and is well built and has his shit together. I wish. Listen, none of us got our shit together. Absolutely not, including you. So like you know, you have to take the good with the bad.
Yes, Alex. Men complain about women like women complain about men.
What? Okay, yeah.
Then then find a man that you're not going to complain about and go approach him.
Right. But honestly, to say, men don't complain about women because I rarely see any men complaining about women. And I'm talking social media wise. I do not see many men posting fucking women ain't shit and blah, blah, blah. And I don't see that. And I don't hear it either. I'm sorry. Absolutely not. I know he hears. Actually, I don't even say women ain't shit, and this and this and that. I don't. I think every relationship that I've had, I've learned from, and I grow from it, and that's how I go. It's not stopping me from dating. It's not even stopping me from being getting married again. But let me tell you something. When I got divorced, I felt that way. I didn't want to deal with women. I didn't want to get married. I felt no, fuck that. I'm not doing that shit again. I'm different now. But understand that many men get that mindset after all these rejections, after all this, and they wonder what's going on, what's being wrong, and all that. I think if there's a balance, he said it perfectly when he said a woman approaching a man builds an amazing foundation. Because women, you're skeptical in the first place about men. Sasha said it. They were like, oh, I don't know where your men's at. You guys lie and this. And I'm like, wow. So if we already... Imagine that, right? Women think we ain't shit. They're lying about that. We're lying about our status. And even with all of that, we still put ourselves out there and still get rejected time and time and time again. And we still continue to do it. Yo, kudos to men. Kudos to men.
Is that Judy?
That's Judy.
Hi, Judy.
You know.
It's all right.
So kudos to you men that do not get discouraged after the 1,000 times that you get rejected and being labeled and being profiled. Listen, and you continue.
Kudos to you, but listen, at some point, even you have to give up and say to yourself, what am I doing wrong? It's not, am I wrong for that?
Who's wrong? The man?
Me. Am I wrong for saying that? Because at some point, if a man approaches 20 women and they all say no to him, at some point you got to look at yourself and say, why are they saying no to me?
Oh, no.
What am I doing wrong?
Yeah,
it's the same thing that women got to do.
But women, I mean, not women. Men do change their approach. Like I've had nights where I'm like, oh shit, I struck out, and then I'm just gonna change my approach. Maybe I need to change where I was at, location. You know, take a different course. Oh, let me go to the library. Let me go to a museum instead of going to a bar. Going
to a
lounge.
cosplay party.
A cosplay party. There we go. You know.
Nelson like them shits.
Role playing at his best. But I mean, my approach is always just have conversation. Just have a simple fucking conversation. Again, I speak to people and I speak to women not because I'm trying to date them. I just to have a conversation. I only start getting interest when there's a vibe.
You know, it's funny that you say that. and I'm not going to try to give out too much information, but you did the same thing with me. Not that we're gay, but you did the same thing with me.
In the shower, or are you just talking in general?
No, in general. When we first met each other, I wasn't very talkative, and you didn't know anything about me.
Mm-hmm.
But when you had the conversation and everything, and we started to get to know each other,
right,
the vibe changed, and we became very close friends.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? It's the same concept.
Mm-hmm. I didn't want to sleep with you.
I mean, you might have, but
you know, I just didn't want to sleep with you. Hi.
Weena is in the
Ain't
building.
nobody in there. Oh, but you know what? That sweater is fire with that outfit, just to let you know.
I think you should show that in front of the camera.
Yeah, you should show that in front and your sneakers. We got a sneaker cam now.
We should have a Nina sneaker cam.
Yes, absolutely.
Nina get the exclusives.
All the time. All the time. Doesn't share, but she gets them all the time.
Facts.
Sasha, what are your eyes? What are you looking at, Sasha? What are you looking at? I really want to tell the story. I really do. Because it's funny. It's straight out of a movie. There's nothing wrong. Actually, I should have told this. My bad. I should have told the story and not mentioned any names.
Angie
said a bromance. Yeah, bromance. There's always a good bromance out here. Always, all the time. All good. All good.
That's just how it started. But it's that goes to show you that it's not just with a woman approaching a man. It's just that's just
human beings in general.
Human beings in general.
Absolutely.
So that you shouldn't get so offended by what we're talking about, because it's just people and humans in general. It's just that's what it is.
So let me ask, why is it then? Okay, I'm going to branch out. Why is it easier for women to talk to women? I can call and say the story. Okay, we could do that. Can we do that?
I don't know. I might give Sasha a pass.
Have her call it.
All right, Sasha, you could call.
Okay.
You could call. Well,
Hi.
I wish I would have saw Nina's face right now.
Okay.
Alex saying story.
Sasha's going to call in, and she's going to tell her story because she's, for some reason, assumes that I'm going to mess up the whole story, because I don't know all the details. I was gonna just tell my side of the story. Very simple.
Sasha, you gotta share. When you get to the point where Nelson comes in, you gotta let Nelson tell the story. You can't just tell the whole story. You gotta give the background and everything that happened.
Complete context. Complete context.
Yeah, don't leave nothing out.
It's actually, my part is very brief.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't called her to ask exactly what happened. I've just been busy. Okay, here we go, IG. We're gonna do play by play.
Stand by. Oh man, stand by. Hold on.
Is the Bluetooth? Oh, Bluetooth is on.
Yeah, mine wasn't. Hold on.
It's everybody. It's story time. It's Ace's podcast story time.
Sasha, call right back.
Call right back.
I just put it on Bluetooth. Call right back.
Oh yeah, I had to go on.
I have to put it on Bluetooth, because if not, then it'll double back when I'm playing on my phone.
Okay, here we go.
There it goes. Let's see. Stand by. I might have to do a little trickery here. It's all right.
See, I don't deal with this technical aspect part.
Here we go. Hi, Sasha.
Oh.
So we're gonna have to translate to IG at some point. So
yeah,
we're gonna
give the play-by-play to IG and YouTube. We got you.
If you're on IG and you have Facebook, jump over so you can hear this conversation. I promise you, it's good.
So.
Oh my God! Who knows my business? Why is my business all scattered around Florida?
First of all, I don't know your business, but it's Sasha. I know it's good.
I have not told anybody. Listen, I even forgot to call you to ask you exactly what happened, and obviously, the topic of conversation.
I don't know what you're doing back there. I don't know
what are you doing? Are you chopping up
I
somebody?
was washing my hands.
Off the vibrator. Turn everything off.
Yeah, turn everything off.
The vibrator stays on.
Aye.
See, if you're on IG, you gotta go over to Facebook so you can hear these.
The woman said that the vibrator stays on all the time. I'm just saying that's what I'm saying. That's between your women.
Single 4 years.
The bromance don't know anything about that. Absolutely not. Go ahead. So Sasha, go ahead. Tell us your story.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I didn't want to start off with the story. Good evening, gentlemen. I didn't want to start off the story.
Good evening.
I wanted to address good evening.
That is chivalry.
That's chivalry right there.
That's chivalry.
Thank you. Good evening, Sasha. Good evening.
Good evening. I wanted to address the reason why some women do not approach men.
Okay.
Before I go into the story.
Not a problem.
Now, some women don't approach men because of the constant stereotyping. a woman approaches a man, instantly she's the aggressor, she doesn't need a man, or there's always some stigma against a woman. Not always,
some women don't approach,
but there's a stigma.
The stereotype and the stigma, and which we are familiar with. It's been,
and that's why why we said you should not give a fuck about what anybody says about you, because they're going to talk about you regardless if you do good or bad. So you shouldn't care about anybody's opinion.
Correct, but that's not always the case for every woman. Now you have to understand, women, if they're single, have obviously gone through some type of issue in a prior relationship, which caused some insecurity, self-confidence
Men
loss.
do the same thing. Men go through issues and insecurities as well. Are we going to continue to make that?
I'm not negating that.
Okay.
But the way a woman approaches it as opposed to a man is different.
Okay.
Many women shut down. An insecure woman will shut down.
But just like Nelson said, I shut down too.
I shut down, but it didn't stop me.
Right.
That's the thing. Men and women go through the same things. We get the same feelings. You said confidence, nerves, shy, all of that. Oh, life.
Absolutely.
Our Instagram live with that. But it doesn't stop us either in moving forward. So, the question that was posed is, why don't women choose? They allow themselves to, for all those same reasons that men also go through, but men don't stop and women do.
Some women. It's the same generalization.
Okay, that's right. Not some.
It's the same generalization. Right, it's the same generalization.
Right.
Now,
many women, it's a big portion. I'm not going to say that it's some. It's a big portion of the population of women that do the same thing. They let all these reasons stop them from approaching men.
From pursuing a man. Absolutely.
Exactly. Yes.
Absolutely. But that's the same thing as, let's just say, I can speak from personal experience.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like I said, I've been single now almost 4 years.
Sasha's been single 4 years.
All my life.
Okay.
I didn't know how to approach a man. Who approaches a man after 27 years of being in a relationship?
Oh, I can just imagine it's very difficult. You have to baby steps. I got it.
Right. So now I have confidence because I lost my confidence because I had a bullshit a DS man in my life. So I lacked confidence. I lacked self-esteem. That's all a learned thing. So if you're lacking those things like I was, then it becomes a learning experience.
Well, Sasha was married for 20 plus years and it just didn't work out. And unfortunately, it wasn't the best marriage in the world. But now that she's been single for 4 years, it's taking her some time to get acclimated to the way things are, because obviously, in the 50 years that she was married, things have happened and things have evolved since she got married at 17. The dating world is a lot different back then than it is now. But in your instance, we understand, but for the majority, and that's saying, it's for those that always are complaining, that are always, oh, men this and men that, or I don't attract this, and there's no chivalry and all this other stuff. I think their approach would be, they need to look into their approach. And I think if more women would approach men, I think there'd be a better balance. I think men and women together would feel more comfortable in dating.
Yes, and I agree with you.
And can you lower the volume on wherever you are, because I can hear myself.
I don't have the volume on anything. I'm in the car.
I think that might be me.
Oh, okay. That might be That may be Big Face.
Or is it the volume on wherever you are?
I
can hear myself.
It's me.
Oh, okay. It's Ben.
Let me get off of IG, and then that cancels out.
Got it. Okay. All right, Sasha, honestly, no one cares about your views because everybody can read them. They just want to know your fucking story.
Oh, my God.
All right, so she's going into the story, FB, but we are live on IG again.
Yeah, we'll translate for you guys. Absolutely. Go ahead, Sasha. Where would you like to start?
So I finally accepted a date for someone I wasn't interested in, just to just to kind of shut it down.
So you went into this with a negative. You went into this with She said she finally accepted a date from somebody she didn't really want to go out with. So she already...
You already on shaky ground to be with, girl. Come on.
Exactly. It was a bad move on my behalf, but this man, according to him, has had a thing for me for 20 plus years, respected my marriage, and did not want to interfere. I never saw him in any other way than what I saw him as a friend.
What's good, EMI?
Go ahead, Sasha.
Go ahead.
After 4 years almost 4 years of you constantly pursuing me, I said, you know what? Let me just go ahead.
So Sasha went on a date with somebody who's
been pursuing her for 4 years since she's been single. So she said, let me give him a chance. That was your thought process? Let me give him a chance? Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Now, okay, I got a question. I got a question for you. I got a question for you. Are you attracted to this man in any way in these 4 years?
I think he's very attractive.
Are you attracted to this man?
I'm trying to explain myself now.
Why are you?
It's
a yes or no question. There's no need for explanation.
No, there is a need explanation because he was physically attractive to me.
So physically, Sasha was attracted to him.
Okay, so physically attractive, but he's also not a stranger. So you have
not a stranger.
So you know a sense of his personality and what type of person he is. Are you attracted to that?
No. Now that I know,
Sasha,
no.
I just want you to know that when you got on the phone, Nelson crossed his legs.
Yeah,
he was ready for you. I just want you to know. But go ahead.
Continue the story. Okay, so you went on a date. You wanted to see where it went because he's been pursuing you for 4 years. He's physically attractive, but personality-wise, you still had questions.
It was a mistake.
Okay, so you went on this date.
Mm-hmm.
Then what happened? Okay, so what was the
y'all getting into the whole? First of all, tell us what happened on the date.
What went wrong? Let's keep it short. What went wrong?
It was never ending.
What was never ending?
I said the date. No matter how many times I gave the hint, like, okay, I really gotta get out of here. Like, I really gotta go.
So where did he take you? Where did he take you?
We just went out to a little spot near him to eat because whenever I go on a date, I drive myself.
So
rule number one, ladies, you go on a date, first, second, and third date, you drive yourself. Do not let this man be your chauffeur.
So Sasha has a recommendation
on your own.
Sasha has a recommendation for all you single ladies that go on a date. The first 3 dates, drive yourself to wherever you gotta meet.
Or for you city girls, take that train.
Or Uber. Do not allow, unless you're gonna sleep with him because you met him in the first 15 seconds and you know you're gonna sleep with him. So
Sasha obviously.
Okay, so Sasha, this is I'm gonna rewind a little bit. So you accepted this date. You met him at this restaurant, and a little spot, and then what happened? Give me what happened in the first 5 minutes that indicated, okay, this is not a go.
The first 5 minutes were fine because it was just, the initial catching up on the family, how's this, how's that. Because again, I've known him for a long time.
So everything was fine in the first couple minutes.
They were just catching up because they've known each other for a while. Okay.
But once you're done eating.
Mm-hmm. Also, you're halfway through the night because you're done eating. Okay. So no indications, no red flags at this point.
I was bored. I literally wanted to get up in the middle of eating.
Okay. She was bored and she wanted to get up in the middle.
There was just nothing there.
Okay, gotcha.
So at what point did you say to yourself, I have to do something about this?
The point that I text now.
So Sasha figured out that excuse me, because my sister's name is Tasha, so I get it. But Sasha said to herself, oh, I have to text Nell.
I need help. She's calling the back phone.
She's calling the back phone for help at this point.
Help.
Okay.
What did you text him?
I texted my 3 best friends who all failed me.
Oh.
Nobody texts back.
Okay.
I text my business partner.
So she texts her. What she said?
She texted 3 best friends. Her business partner, no one answered.
Nobody answered. And then.
And I text Nell.
Then she texts Nell.
Yeah, like I'm feeling I wasn't even the first, second, or third.
And then what happened when you text Nelson?
Because it's humiliating. You have to tell your girls. I'm not going to just tell. Come on, that's embarrassing.
So she didn't want to tell her girls because it's humiliating. So she texts Nell.
No. I texted my girls first. I didn't want to tell Nell because it's embarrassing.
Oh, she didn't want to text Nell because that's embarrassing.
But she texts me anyway.
But
so
no,
she has choice. But I appreciate that you have the trust in me that.
After 8 tries,
after 25 times, I get it. Can I tell Can I tell
this
part?
This is Nelson's part. Okay, go ahead.
Wait.
Wait, there's more, Sasha. There's more.
I text my bestie, she don't answer. So now 5 minutes go by. I text my business partner. She called me like on a rant. Sasha, you need to get here. You need to get here right now. You need to get here right now. So he goes, oh my God, that sounds important. I said, holy shit, it is. So I got up and I started getting ready to leave.
Okay.
Now you called me right after.
Partner did call her on a rant saying, oh, Sasha, you need to come over. You need to get out of here. You need to come over to me now. So Sasha gets up and she gets ready to leave.
You see the shadiness? Okay, you see the shadiness you women have?
Shadiness.
No, but this was a 911 emergency. This was a 911
emergency to Sasha. So go ahead, Sasha. So at this point,
I don't do this kind of stuff.
Okay, so your business partner called.
Nelson called, and I'm like, yes, I know. She just called me. I'm on my way. I think that's what I told you, right?
Called her, and she linked both calls together and said, yes, I know. She called me. Thank you. Like, wow. I wouldn't even thought of that. Well, go ahead.
It worked out actually perfectly for her.
So then at this point,
not only did her business partner called, she got a call after that validating the first call. So she's gravy right now. Like, yeah, there's something really going.
Take notes, ladies. Take notes.
She's saying, ladies, take notes. So what did that conversation? How did that go?
So I read the text message. Wait, so I'm gonna read the text message verbatim. I don't know if she called me text me. Anyway, I would have to find it. But she texts me, and oh crap. So she texts me, and no, I need help. I need to get out of this whole and yeah, you did it on Facebook Messenger. So let me go to Facebook Messenger.
I did it on both, I think, because I was absolutely desperate.
Yeah, I guess.
So Sasha, she went and she texted Nelson on Facebook Messenger and on his phone because she was desperate.
Yeah. So basically, what she said, Nell, if you love me and I'm your bestest friend, please call me.
Wow.
And I'm like, you need to get me out of this. So the moment I read that,
so
I'm like,
already aware that she
I was not aware.
Did you know what she had to get out of?
I'm assuming that there was a date that she was on. I think she did use the word. You need to get me out.
That's that best friend.
Yeah, I think she said that. Oh no, you need to get me out of this date.
See,
that type
Sasha,
of thing.
Love.
And I called her and I figured, okay, let me go through the spiel because she needs an out. So it was hilarious as hell, and she went with it. Yes, thank you. I'm on my way. She just called me. All right, I'll give you a call. I'll see you there, and click. Then that was it.
All right, Sasha. So what happened after that?
Oh my God, I laughed my ass off. First of all, at home because it was straight out of a freaking movie. You couldn't even plan it even better than that, which was hilarious.
So what happened after that, Sasha? Go ahead.
I left. What do you mean? What happened? I left.
What did he say? I'll take you, or what did
no?
They
remember she drove her own car.
I always drive myself.
Smart woman.
Yeah,
she
drove her car.
So Sasha got out of there. She was able to get out of there. She drove herself, so she was able to go ahead and excuse herself. I don't even know if did you excuse yourself?
Like we say in New York, I skirted.
she said like we say in New York, I skirted. She excused herself.
Okay, here I got the text.
Nice
this is the text. Okay, yo, I'm drying. I'm drying. Oh, she's crying. All right, that's what Alex said. I'm dying. Okay, so this is exactly verbatim. Sasha's words. Nell, if you love me, please call me. and get me out of this horrible date. Please save me. And then I guess my phone was charging. It was in my office, so I didn't. So I go to my office, and then she goes, "Damn it, you're no help." And then I eventually see that. I call her, and then she texts me later on. This is 11:24. She texts me. Because she called me. This was 10:38, so an hour later, she was safe and sound. She was says, "Thank you. I knew I was your favorite, and you loved me."
Wow.
Well, yo, you could. It's straight out of a movie. I'm telling you, I couldn't laugh so hard, and then I just actually, since you were coming down, I was like, I really wanted you to tell the story in person so I can laugh more at you. That's all I'm saying.
You can laugh in my face. It's what you want to do.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
M.I. said, holy moly.
Holy moly. Holy moly.
That gets one of these, M.I.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, that's several muchachos, because let me tell you, that was a terrible experience. That wasn't the purpose of my call. Well, the only call was to say that some women have insecurity. And not to say that men do not, but women have insecurity.
All right, IG. Sasha's saying that her purpose for the call is to say that
Women have insecurity. Yeah, we get that, but so do men. But it doesn't stop men from doing what they do and trying to talk, but that stops women. And that's the whole point of the question. Why do women choose not to talk to men? And we understand the reasons.
We're trying to empower you to go past
we
that,
understand the reasons why. And we understand them because we go through the same feelings. But despite the fact that we feel all those things and more, because remember, you said experience. So we've been doing this for years. I guess we've gotten tough skin, and it just rolls off our bodies. But it becomes debilitating to some men, and and their ego and things of that nature. And I think there'd be a better balance in dating for men and women if women would take the initiative much more often.
Right, I understand that.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Just for the sake of what Sasha said earlier, because she hates the delay of questioning. Sasha, Alex is saying, did you see the guy again? Did he call you? Was he worried about you?
Oh my goodness, yeah, he was worried. I felt bad after. I felt like trash.
He was worried, and he called her, and she felt bad for it.
What's the word? Do you have to be honest 100% of the time?
Wow, absolutely not.
That's a perfect indication. But this is the thing.
Not.
But if you had a kind of a sense of what this type of man was, but he was physically attractive, but 4 years of him pursuing you while you were single, and it never clicked to you, like you don't vibe, why go on a date just to go on a date? Because maybe there's a chance in hell.
He was determined. So I said, you know what, maybe if we're in a different environment as opposed to texting or calling each other,
okay,
maybe being in a different environment would sway my judgment of him. Okay. I don't prejudge people. I don't take them for
things. Would you give him a second date in a different environment?
No.
Okay, but you said something that was interesting. You said he was boring, right? So with your conversations in the past 4 years, how have the conversations gone? Have they been boring?
The conversations are not boring.
So then so what happened?
I'm going to try to explain it to you.
Okay.
The conversations are not boring.
Okay.
However,
so she said the conversations that they had previously were not boring. But the date was.
His lifestyle and my lifestyle will not mesh. What he's interested in, and I've known this already, it just doesn't, it's not, what he's into, I don't give a crap about.
Okay, but did you know that going into that date?
I did.
Okay, then, so she knew.
But
she knew a lot of things of him that she wasn't into, but she still went on it anyway. She had no interest in. So what did you think? Things were going to be different because it was in person?
I thought the conversations would be different. I thought the conversations would not be centralized in his interests alone.
Okay.
And that's where it was.
Well, at least you gave him a shot.
At least you gave him a shot. I got kudos to that. And then, but now you scared a man half to death, and he was worried.
Yeah, now it's getting awkward. It's going
to be awkward because you gave him a chance.
So at what point do you be honest with him and say, listen, I appreciate everything you did, but, I don't,
You don't have to tell everybody everything.
Yeah, but do you think that's going to stop him from pursuing you? Because that's the thing. If you had no interest in him and nothing in 4 years gave you a tingling feeling of sensation like a peppermint patty, so then why give him a chance? Because
that's not necessarily so. Because again, remember, there was an attraction there.
Physically.
There was an attraction there. There are certain things that I'm like, okay, but
took you 4 years.
Enough. It's not enough.
Okay.
That's fair. I got it. So, but you never really got that peppermint patty feeling. Like even through conversation, you could get that tingling sensation.
Listen, you get a tingling sensation
when I eat a peppermint patty.
Oh God!
But obviously, it wasn't enough, and I think I think you kind of like let me just give him a chance. I'm not doing anything special,
That's pretty cool, though.
I'm home.
Right.
There was really never a vibe there. There was never a vibe there in the 4 years.
There was a vibe. There was a vibe. There was an interest on both parties.
Bullshit.
No, you don't know. No, it probably was a vibe there.
That's why I'm the fan club president.
You've never wanted to buy something and then got it and then said, you know what, this isn't what I thought.
Yeah, but that's
the same thing.
Yeah, no, but you're talking about something that's really superficial. We're talking about a human person that adapts and changes, and I got that. But if you're dealing with a person for 4 years, you get kind of an inkling of what kind of person there is. I'm hoping you have conversations about interest and what you want to do and all this other stuff. I get it,
Yeah, yes. And there were things that, again, we were both interested in, and there were things that could have potentially been compatible, with the exception that it was all about him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when it no longer became, I'm like really, I really like you, Sasha, and when it no longer became, and it was one-sided. So now I'm sitting there, and it was one-sided.
So Sasha's saying the conversations via text or phone were mutual, back and forth. Hey, what are you doing? Like there was interest on both parts.
Some naked pictures being seen,
and all that other stuff. But when it came to in person,
I never said any of that. There you go now.
Now I'm no longer
the
so in person, it was all about him. It was no longer. It was no longer about him getting to know her. It was all about him. And okay, I get that. I don't know why the switch. Obviously, I think maybe he was trying to impress you.
He was probably trying to impress me. He was probably just, anxious or whatever.
Okay.
And
so you're making excuses for him.
I'm not making excuses for him because I left. If I wanted to make excuses for him, I would have stood there.
You left because you had an out. Because what happens if your best friend doesn't call you, and I don't call you?
Which he didn't.
I mean, not your best friend. Your partner doesn't call you, or I don't call you. What do?
I would have had to find a way out.
Okay.
I would have had to just get out.
Okay.
Because there's no way I would have stayed.
So why didn't you just? So let me ask you. So I'm picking your brain. Why didn't you just say, "Hey, listen, this is not vibing with me. I appreciate it, but I need to. I really don't want to continue this." Why didn't you say that?
Because that's rude. That's not very nice. It's not stuff to ask.
Rude.
But how is it? Okay, I understand that you might think of it as rude, but if it's not going well, why put yourself through that and give him the hope and illusion that there is a chance? Don't you think that's worse? You're giving the illusion that he has a chance when, in your mind, 5 minutes into it or whatever, he's like, oh, no chance in hell, bro. None whatsoever. So then why not be honest with him and listen, I see you're interested in me, but, being in person, this is not vibing for me. I appreciate the dinner or whatever it is. I would love to stay friends, but and I don't want to take this any further.
He's going to know that those calls were bullshit after that.
Well, let's just say this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a newbie in the field.
Okay.
I've only been dating for so long.
I hear you. Got you.
So this is all.
You didn't want to hurt his feelings.
Right.
But understand.
And I didn't know how to really approach it.
Got you. So I'm telling you from a man's point of view, I'd rather you tell me that this isn't going to work out than you leading me on, and you kind of said, okay, I'm not going to tell him outright, but I'm going to find a way out. Many women would have stayed, had their dinner, went home, and ghosted a dude. You know what I'm saying? So that is much worse than you being honest. Again, the truth always is not always rainbows and sunshine and Skittles.
Right.
But I can respect you if you're telling me, you know what? Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to waste my time with you, because if you're saying I'm not interested in this type of relationship, you know, I want to stay friends, then I'm not going to waste my time with you than trying to pursue you. This man 4 years to get to that point. And you was like, yep, negative, sorry. And I hear you. You didn't. I understand why you chose to, but I'm giving you the male point of view. Be honest.
Got it.
You know, male
Got
honest.
it. But again,
you're learning, Padawan. You're learning, young Jedi. I get it. You're learning.
Thank you. I'm a virgin in the dating field. I'm trying several things.
Yes.
I'm meeting people, which is very uncomfortable for me because I'm not that person.
You're
I'm not that social. Yeah, I'm not that social of a butterfly.
Yes, I hear
so
you. See, Marty,
meeting people has been a trying experience. Me asking guys out is new.
Okay. So isn't it exhausting? Okay, so Sasha said it's trying, you know, asking men out. Isn't it exhausting? Isn't it nerve-wracking for a woman to ask a man out?
No,
it's not
for this woman. Not for this woman.
All right, she says no. It's not nerve-wracking for her. Look, Maribel on Instagram said yes. Honesty up front is probably the best in regards to dealing with a suitor. Yes. So
this is a 911 emergency.
Lesson learned, Sasha Fierce. Okay, Sasha Fierce, lesson learned. Sasha, thank you for calling. Hope to see you soon. I appreciate your call and your feedback all the time. We love you.
And I appreciate you putting my business on blast. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, wow. So thank you, Sasha, for sharing that with us. I thought that was fucking hilarious. Like, it's what you see in movies. So, you know, I like that.
No, I think that might.
There we go. So, you know, we're good. You know, and yeah, I think, you know, it's difficult. That situation is very difficult, but I think honesty was the best policy at that point.
Yeah.
Because, you know, and that leads to the whole thing about, you know, men having hope. And listen, this man is trying for 4 years and finally gets her in person for it to go left. You know, and that's hard. That's hard on my man. You know,
I get it. But you know, at the same time, he's got to be saying to himself, "Damn, that was a bust."
Yeah, I'm like, shit. But that I bet you that's not going to stop him. But that's not going to stop him.
Yeah, it's not going to stop him until she's honest with him and tell him, like, listen.
No, but it's not even going to stop him from pursuing other women.
No.
You know, it's not
and
it
shouldn't. It shouldn't.
And that's
that's why women, it shouldn't stop women either.
Exactly. And that's the whole point of this topic and this podcast. It shouldn't stop you from being an initiator. I think the balance would be much better. I think communication between both sexes would be much better. I think relationships would be much better if if women would be more of an aggressor when it comes to the dating pool. First of all, it builds self-confidence. It builds tough skin, because if you women have to deal with what we deal with, then you actually have an understanding of what we go through, you know, in the dating pool. And I think perspective is very important. And if you understand what a person's going through, you can empathize with that person. And then the next time a man approaches you, don't be a fucking bitch, you know, as they call it, you know, or be nasty about it. Thank you, but no thank you. And I understand some men don't take that very well, and those are the assholes. Again, now you are okay, yeah, I can't fuck with you. Next. You know, by initiating that communication and that interaction is where you start eliminating what you don't want and that trash with what you do want in a man. And then you work it from there. But there's got to be a starting point. You can't just sit on the sidelines and wait.
Yeah.
For a man to just come into your life and let it happen. Things just don't happen. There are always things that make things happen. There are always pieces to this puzzle that is called life, and things just don't happen miraculous by habit. They happen on purpose and for a point. You just got to keep your eyes open about it. So, what do you feel about that?
First, I want to say thank you to everybody who joined us on IG. They came late, but at least you're here.
We appreciate you whenever you came. I like it. I like the feedback, and all this other stuff. Wow. All of a sudden, Instagram just blew up with a whole bunch of people.
I think you're 100% correct. But again, this topic is here to empower you, to help you, you know,
give you insight on the male perspective in the dating pool, which you guys have no clue about. For the most part, I'm not saying many of you probably do have male friends, but it's just a matter of what we're going through, what we're feeling. And this was to communicate this in the sense that, okay, I understand where they're coming from. So then let me tweak my approach or my reception when a man comes to me. You're going to get assholes. Just like when we talk to women, we're going to get freaking ditzy women and superficial women, or women that just want dinners and drinks and all that other stuff. So we deal with the same dangers and risks. We just don't allow that to stop us in the pursuit of finding that partner. And that shouldn't stop you from finding the partner. And again, women tend to complain more about the male species than men do about women. And you put it out there.
And Sasha said, in my defense, Nelson told me to take the chance and give the men the opportunity because you never know.
Absolutely.
I don't think that's a defense. I think he actually said something to you that was 100%
absolutely correct. Take a chance. But you know, when I say
the chance,
you took a chance. You took a chance. But I think knowing a person somewhat for 4 years would give some type of signal and all that. But again, she's new. She's a young Jedi, and she has a lot to learn. I will teach you the ways of the Force, Sasha. I will teach you the ways of the Force. Everybody on Instagram, Isabel, Julie, Pink, love, thank you for joining us on Instagram. We're actually towards the end of our segment. We've been on for 2 hours and almost 45 minutes. Because we get into things and time flies when you're having a good time.
Yeah.
But we appreciate everyone that has
share.
Please share. Thank you for your input. Thank you for your insight. I hope we have enlightened some people. Remember, this can still be seen on Instagram, on our page, on our Facebook Live. It's always pinned to the top of our feed. It goes on YouTube.
Take care, Judy. Thank you.
Yes, it usually goes on Monday or on Tuesday on YouTube. So check us out. Our links are on our bios. If you have any questions, DM us. We always respond. Instant messages on Facebook Messenger, whatever you need. This topic. If you women need some advice on men, I'll take the calls. I'll take the messages. He won't, but I will.
I won't take it.
But thank you again for staying with us on this beautiful Sunday, at least down here in sunny Florida, because it's hot as balls. So for you New Yorkers up here, I feel for you in that snow. But as always, we leave you. We always do. We always love first, we laugh, and then we live. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. And we will see you next week. Mia is doing well. Just FYI, she's doing amazing. She will come soon. We have amazing changes coming to the show, and we're trying to just get it all together. When we come back fully, you're going to love it. And you're going to enjoy it even more. So everybody on IG, YouTube, Facebook Live, thank you very much. We'll see you soon. And with that,
we're out.
We're out. See ya. See ya.